Hello everybody, my name is Frigid Hyperion and welcome back to the Wilds of Wildemount. This will be part 2 for session 13, and I'm going to hand it off to Emily.
Alrighty, finishing up our last bits of preparation for the night. Is there anything else anybody would like to add that we have not?
Do you think I can have some unseen servants placed near Moonzik? Just holding, one of them to deliver the scroll of Gust of Wind, the other one to just have jars of oil.
The unseen servant cannot cast the spell.
Yeah, it's just to give Moonzik the spell.
He can hold on to himself.
Yeah.
If he wants to, he can hold on to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which spell are you specifically talking about?
Gust of Wind.
Ah.
Alright, we're gonna lock down the corridor and
Mhm.
spam ranged attacks while they try to climb.
Alrighty. With all of our preparations in motion, the sun starts to set on the horizon. It's not just a moment before that eerie, unsettling feeling
Also,
rests.
how much of supplies have we burned through before we start getting into this? I know the flask of oil of slipperiness is probably gone now.
Actually, you don't want to use it until they come up, just because there's a 1 minute duration.
Nope. It's 8 hours. It gives the grease spell effect for 8 hours.
8 hours? Never mind.
Yeah.
We're good.
The grease spell only lasts
Yeah.
a minute, but
So yeah, it's right there on those steps, so that's going to be used up, I take it.
Yeah, although I still think we should probably use it after Windchime and Brian run back, because it's technically hindering their movement.
oh yeah. We use it after we. Wait, what?
No! Rocky!
No,
Doesn't it make a difficult
Rocky,
the
Rocky.
south
I'm be
staircase.
confused.
The south entrance, right next to the kitchen.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
We use that right away.
Yes.
Right
that's
after
going-
we've dug that slope that essentially pitches them back into the sea if they slip on the
Yeah.
very slippery and hard to climb surface,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then ball
making
bearings.
it almost impossible to break down that door, which we are also.
And then I have also used 3 pittons, and I don't know how many ball bearings are going into each bucket. And I assume the flask of oil has been used up. Oh hell, I'll just say like 30 ball bearings in each bucket.
30?
30.
You have 1,000.
It says I have
30 is not very.
It says I have
30 is just a lot.
100.
You should have 1,000.
You
Okay.
should have 1,000.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to put like somewhere between
You're just going to evenly just distribute them.
yeah, like somewhere between like 50 and 100 ball bearings in each bucket.
Okay,
That lower the DC of the ball bearings.
it's fine.
They've got lantern oil lantern oil on them as well. So I'm going to say I'm going to put 100 in each bucket, just to make sure they
Okay.
get the hint to not come this way.
They won't get any hints, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll just catch them on fire.
As the sun starts to set, an eerie feeling permeates the air. A fog starts to fill the shoreline. Move you all here.
Ooh, nighttime.
Please place your tokens where you. If you're on a different story, let me know.
I'm on the second story.
Okay.
I am also on the second story.
I am also on the second story.
Is anybody on the first story? A Nemo.
Am I?
You think you're on the
Think so.
first story.
Yeah, he's right over here.
Mhm.
Also, mood lighting.
Mood lighting.
Put on the music.
Mood lightings.
Place your token, Nemo.
Okay.
Be right
Wait,
over
which
here.
entrance was I supposed to be at?
Right
I'm
over
sorry.
here, next to the
Okay.
immovable rod.
I got you. Do I got you though? Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Ah, yes, the
Everybody
immovable
else?
rod with the immovable bod.
Is on the second story. If you could please place your tokens on the second story.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
You're right there? I thought you were over here near wind chime.
No, I'm giving range support, and then as they loop
Oh,
around,
that's
I'm
fair.
running over.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Rocky, where are you?
I think there's only one arrow slit right here, though, so that kind of makes things a little...
Yeah. I mean, I was going to place myself on the roof, on like the top story, but
Okay. Are you on the roof or are you in the bell tower?
I'm on the roof. I want to run back and forth and throw fire at things. basically.
Kale, alternatively, you could place yourself over here, maybe, and you could shoot at some of them while they're walking up this
There's
way.
no sniper holes in that.
Yes, there is.
There's like one right here.
Where?
Right here.
Sure.
Or maybe even along this hallway. Well, that one's going to be harder to shoot them from.
Sure, I'll fire out that wall as they loop around, assuming they loop around.
Right.
And
Well, they
Rocky,
have access to a loop around here.
you're on the roof?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
on
just
the
going to
roof
be
right
hurling, like, I got like a pile of like random rock dicks, things I can catapult, things,
Things I can enlarge after I've dropped them.
basically especially things I can enlarge.
Here's what we're gonna do. Let me just... You see coming from the ocean, particularly, we're gonna say, wind chime. You're the one,
You cut out.
particularly wind chime. You're the one who can see here in the front. Emerging, you see, and just here, you see a variety of unsettling zombies.
You're cutting out really badly, Emily.
I'm sorry, I can only.
You can only cut out. Gotcha. That timing was perfect.
From the southern end, a Nemo, Brian. Oh, a Nemo you actually can't see, so it'd be because you're inside. You can only hear. Edward, Moonzik, and Brian. You see. I'm sorry, this turn order is in my way. You see a wave of creatures crawling their way out of the water. Alrighty. I'm going to give a 1 round of opportunity. Or I guess sneak attack, sneak around, whatever. You guys can each make 1 action with where you're at before we begin combat in its entirety.
Oh,
Moonzik,
That's a
being
lot of
right here in
building.
the second story, is going to take aim at this thing over here with a short bow.
Okay. Actually, for this, just because it does get a little complicated, since will be on the first floor starting. Add your tokens where you are, and we're gonna pretend like they're up above.
Already knew you were gonna go there.
Yeah.
You know the fun part about this is because you said I could see them. They are in range already.
Eldritch Blast.
Just gonna give you guys edit the ability to see here, so that it can show up properly in the journals. Oops. Oh, that's fine. It's not too weird.
Oh. Drowned Assassin. Drowned Ascetic. Drowned Blade. And just straight up zombie. Ah, hell with these things.
Okay. Let me switch your guys' characters.
So do they all have the zombie trait then?
You could assume so.
We don't know.
Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna assume so.
Okay. Go ahead. We'll start with you, Moonzik. You said you're attacking this one?
This one, yep.
Okay. Roll to hit.
First roll of the game. It's a 17 for 22.
Nice.
22 hits.
Good stuff.
Hell yes!
Ooh, max damage. Nice.
Ooh, baby, max damage. I almost said crit, but...
Amazing.
Good stuff.
Okay. And then we're going to go Edward. You're next.
See, I want to throw my mason jar in enlarge, but that would take another action to light it, and I don't think I can light it, right?
Well,
with
they're
this-
not inside yet anyway.
Yeah, but fair enough. I'm just gonna cast magic missile.
Which one?
I'll target this one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
There's no hit.
Okay.
1d4 max damage. Okay, so that is 4, 8, 12 plus 3, 15 damage.
There's no saving throw?
There's no saving throw. There's no hit. It just hits.
Jesus.
How much damage?
15.
Fucking feint attack over here. No, it's swift. Rocky has
Okay.
swift.
What?
Never mind.
Let's see.
what-
I actually don't know if you can see them.
It's he's 100% right. I just wow.
It's just damage. You just roll a d4.
That's incredible.
I know.
Dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage to its target. If you have a way of buffing that, I don't know how you would, but that's one of the best
Evocation
spells in the
Wizard
game.
gets every instance of damage. You can add your ability modifier to an evocation spell.
Okay,
so
there you go.
just-
That
So-
might be one of the best spells in the game.
No, it's it does a lot of damage. No one denies that. But it's just good.
So, Brian, you might be able to hit one of them from location, but it will be with disadvantage.
Partial cover?
Yeah, because look at that line. That's a pretty rough line.
True, but remember that I am a story up, and that is a roof there, not another story.
I understand, but it does come out. So I'm still gonna say
Okay.
it's disadvantage. It's a bad angle.
It is a bad angle.
Yeah.
I believe in you. I believe in your dice. This time.
this guy right here.
Or Yugi.
I'm barely going over it, so I think I've got the best shot at this guy.
Okay.
So I will. Oh, right.
Eldritch
I
Blast.
actually have to select. I will cast Eldritch Blast on that guy. And then
Okay.
Okay. Attack a 16 hits for 5
I
damage.
still have to roll another d20 for.
Disadvantage, right?
Right. D20 plus. I guess +3 for right now.
Thought it was.
It's plus 5.
Yeah.
+5?
+5.
So
Okay,
19.
so this
So
So
16.
16 hits. So we'll take 5 damage.
Yep. And
Okay.
yeah, not gonna summon my tentacle yet.
Alrighty. Wind chime.
I'm gonna do
It's gonna spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to place that down?
Here you go. I can select it. There. But it's on our mud pit.
Sorry, say it again.
Did we dig the mud pit?
Yes.
On the other side. Not in
Over
front
here.
of you.
Okay.
Also, did you?
You can only.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. What'd you say?
I was gonna say, did you record the damage for this guy here?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep.
Okay. And Anemo, I presume that there is not anything that you are going to.
No.
I
will rage
at the wall.
I cast my motherfucking line.
Strength check against the immovable rod.
Okay. Alrighty. Then it is officially time for.
Initiative.
So excuse me while this craziness happens. Why is this not having?
Are you rolling for all of us or just
Okay.
for the monster? Never mind.
Actually, I can do it for everybody. Hopefully, I can do it.
I mean,
Okay.
Kale did already roll.
I just rolled, but
That's
I
okay.
will happily leave that roll since you didn't actually ask me to roll it, so it
Let
doesn't
me see if I
technically
can.
exist.
We'll see here. Grouping it.
Spiritual weapon
only-
19.
Sweet.
Sounds about right.
Is it the only one? What?
Yes, that is the only one that falls in your group tradition.
Oh, yes,
was the
spiritual weapon.
same.
What did I? Okay. Oh, I guess Quinn's rolling. Why is my grouping it not working?
Hmm.
Yeah, that was actually Quinn, the IRL person's initiative roll. I will be fighting them.
By myself.
Nemo's roll is coming right up.
Oh, that's why. Hold on. I have to clear. That's why. Okay, because it doesn't add it to the turn order. Okay. So sorry.
Okay.
Let me quickly just learn how to use this program.
Okie dokie.
Do it.
I think this might work.
Whoa.
-1.
-1?
Okay.
That's an initiative.
21 to -1. I mean, wouldn't it be better if you had a group initiative for, like, all... That would be easier to track,
This
right?
is. It's okay. It works now because I have the group in it. Let's. Oh, you okay, Grandma? Okay. With that, let's put it here. Should be everybody. Top of the turn order is this guy. Where are you?
Oh, it has my special weapon in it. But wait.
Okay.
Okay, so this guy is going to spend his turn moving forward. And then a Nemo. It's your turn. Quinn?
Yes.
There you are.
It's your
Yes,
turn.
Quinn.
What?
It's your
It's your
turn.
turn.
Going to
My
dodge.
turn? Already? Why
Yes.
have a 19 on an 8?
I re-rolled everything.
We re-rolled everything.
If you got nothing to do,
Uh,
just dodge.
I
I
I
cast
brace
my
for it.
line.
Brace for impact. Okay. This guy is going to move. I don't know why it's going half, he sees, but he's going to the door with his full movement as a dash.
Very fast, aren't they?
You're 30 feet, but he can't move up anymore.
I don't know how
Probably
much
should have done this all as a group, but
Oh well. Makes it
It's
more
too late
interesting
now.
this way.
so he's going to move up here and he's going to roll to attack the door.
Oh,
Try to break it down.
19.
24
Hits.
hits. Okay, and that would be 7 damage. Alrighty, perfect.
Ooh.
I really should have probably done this, but it
Oh
doesn't
well.
matter.
No? Okay.
It's too late now. Alright, it is now Brian's turn.
Thank you.
It would be at I'm still gonna say it's at disadvantage because that's cover. Up a story or not, that's
there-
still.
That's still a rough angle, I agree. There's no slit
Yeah, there's
there.
no sniper
If
hole.
I
There's no
move
one
over,
there.
there's
There's
no
only-
slit.
There's
It's
no
only
slit
one.
there. There's only
Okay.
the one in the room.
I can't see the map, right?
Yeah,
Of course.
he's on the first floor.
I'm going to take one last shot at these guys.
This one?
Yeah, and I'm actually gonna go into my thing to give myself disadvantage. So please excuse my taking a second.
Literally, I did not do this properly, so it's fine. So an 8 does not hit, although you did crit that damage. Wait, an 8 does hit. Excuse me, the 8 does hit
Really?
for that for this
Okay.
zombie, this one right here, correct?
Oh, they have negative
That
dex.
hits 13.
They have negative dex.
Okay, so
They're
for
squishy!
13 damage,
They're very easy to hit.
you see, you see when you take it and you take your Eldritch Blast, you see this range of force damage, just like fucking hit this guy hard. He looks very hurt.
They're
Okay.
really easy to hit. It's actually kind of fun.
Okay, so he's gonna
And
come
then
up.
I will,
Yes,
and then I
murder.
will use
Like-
my movement to start to get over here
That's like House of the Dead, but 1,000
towards-
times more awesome.
towards here.
Okay.
Yeah.
This zombie is going to hit. Do I not have? Hold on. Did I not put? Hold on, give me just a second here. Let me.
It has now been 5
I realized I didn't put a kill connection. All right. Is going to slam against that door for 17, which does hit the door for 4 damage. Okay, wonderful. This guy's turn. He is going to try to make his way up here. He can only make it to here, so we're gonna say, yeah, we'll say there because it just clicks over to that side. Okay, the next zombie. This is riveting stuff. I really should have done.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
Alright, this guy moves here. Boom. This one. It's his turn. He is up at the front of the pack. He is going to use his move to dash here. Alright, Moonsick, it is your turn.
Going to knock another arrow and aim at that guy.
Wait, wasn't
Alrighty.
it Windchime's turn?
What? No.
No?
Oh.
Windchime has a 7.
Oh wait, never mind.
17. I assume hits.
17 does hit.
Damage. Min that time.
Damage.
Okay. Next up, it's more of these creatures. Where is this guy? He's way back here. That's why I couldn't see him. Alrighty. I've got to redo this. This is a little stupid. Yeah, we're just gonna... Negative doesn't make any sense, so I'm just gonna say from here on out, the zombies have... We're just gonna get rid of all of these. I'm gonna make all the...
We just
Each horde their own thing?
yeah.
Each
We
have
just
their
have
own
them
thing
all.
right now. I'm not gonna do that.
No, each horde. Give each horde their own thing, is what I
Yeah.
said.
Yeah. Yeah, so, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to... Can I rename this? Will it let me rename? No. It won't. This is
Why don't
upsetting.
we?
Yeah, I'm going to... See, I did not think this through. I thought that I could just do it all.
Be right back.
Clearly I
A
can't.
lot of micromanaging, right?
It is a lot of micromanaging. I should have read about that. But
Yeah.
I'm going to do this.
Why don't we just wait? Why don't we just do this turn normally, down to turn initiative 0, and then we'll just roll a d, and then all have that.
Already deleted a whole fucking bunch.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna say this guy. I'm gonna roll. That's a 10. Oh wait, I didn't actually put that on there.
Growing pains, everybody, we apologize.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the upper. Let me rename this. And then we'll do... And I'll consider him horde. If things get a little funky, I'm so sorry. But it is what it is. I thought I would be better at that, but it's chill. It's chill. And then I'll just consider him part of Horde too. Alright.
Alright.
This is close. We're gonna say, Windchime, you have not had an opportunity to go ahead and take your turn.
Well, I'm gonna shoot an arrow at the closest one.
This one? Do so. Roll to hit.
If I use the special arrows, can I add 2?
Yep. So it's 2 to hit and 2 to damage.
Ooh,
So
nice.
that's a 23 to hit. So we'll roll for damage. Ooh,
And damage.
for 3 damage. Okay. Now it's the Horde 2's turn. There
Do I
we
get a
go.
turn?
Oh, did you not get one?
I'm 4 on the
Then
initiative
yes.
one. Yeah.
You get a turn.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna grab my pile of mason jars, whatever grease I've gotten from buying the lamp oil. I'm gonna cast in lard them. That's gonna be my action.
Okay. Alrighty, Anemo. Are you dodging?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Horde 2. They're all going to surround here. This one.
Also, is this one part of Horde 2?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay. Misses the door.
Accidentally slaps his nuts.
Hits
their
the door.
arms are rotted. It,
Yeah. That hits the door. For 4 damage.
His arm comically falls off.
that's a nat one.
16 also hits. 5. Okay, getting closer. Guy's gonna move up. I'm just gonna... Yeah, it's fine. He's gonna hit the door now, too. Pushing his way. 11 does not hit the door. That, natural, strong... This group is going to all... I know this is not the most accurate thing in the world, but it's how we gonna do it. Go here. Alrighty. And this guy is going to try to climb up onto this door. He's gonna have to roll a
Dexterity saving throw, right?
dexterity saving throw.
Oof.
14, and that passes. I put it as a DC 11 or 12, excuse me. To stay where he is, making movement is going to continue to be an issue, though.
I was going to say, he has to do that every turn, doesn't he?
Yes. And of course, his movements, whatever. He's going to try to hit the door. 6 misses, which makes sense. Okay. Well, alrighty. I'm not gonna fuck with it, it's fine. Brian!
Hello. I am rushing over to Winchham's position, coming to a secondary hole in the wall, and I see one that's getting close, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast it.
Do that.
I have to take off disadvantage. Give me a second. Should have done that earlier. My bad.
Okay. 10 hits.
Alright, for 7 damage.
Okay,
And
anything else?
I am going to summon Tentacle of the Deep. Oh, I wanted to summon it right here.
Okay, I will place that.
And then, yes, that's its attack.
Okay.
Oh, actually, Tentacle of the Deep should include my charisma modifier, so it should be 9 damage, not 6. Because I just hovered over the calculations it's using for Tentacle of the Deep, and
Do you know how to go edit that, or do you need me to?
I have no idea how to edit that.
Okay. Just a second. Oh, shit. Okay. Plus your charisma mod?
Yes.
Copy. Okay. Just for testing, try that. Takes 9 damage too.
That's working now.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Alrighty, Moonzik, it is your turn.
Gonna knock another arrow and shoot down on this guy.
Do that, do that.
Ooh, 9.
Ooh,
9 does not hit.
Ooh.
Anything else you would like to do?
No, I don't suppose so.
Okay. Then it's the first horde's turn. All of these guys are going to just move straight forward. Okay, we're gonna say this guy is gonna move here. Okay, wind chime.
I'm gonna shoot a crossbow again.
Which one are you hitting?
The one in front.
This guy that I just was accidentally fucking around
Yeah.
with? The one that you've hit before, or the one you haven't hit before?
The one I hit before.
Okay. This actually should be like here, because that doesn't make any sense. Alrighty, you rolled a hit. 13. 13 hits.
15 if it's a +2 crossbow bolt.
Ooh, 8 plus 2.
Okay. Alrighty. You see as your arrow goes and pierces it into its eye. It appears to just slam its head backwards. However, you took 8, so that's a DC of 13.
Zombie fashion.
basically, if they die from any source that isn't a radiant damage source, they get to have a chance of surviving, but they failed that, so they just die.
They failed, so he is dead. Alrighty. They're dead. Alrighty. Edward.
Alright, with that enlarged jar of oil that I have, I'm going to move up here onto the edge of this. Just drop it as a free action. I'm going to cast Produce Flame on one of the zombie fire. Is this one on max health?
I can't see which one you're talking about.
This one.
That one? Yes.
Yeah.
It's
I'm just
called-
going
let
to
me
produce
check.
flame and ignite all that oil.
No, it is not on max health, I think.
Oh,
Let me
okay,
check.
what about this one?
Yes, that one's on max health.
Yeah, I'm going to produce flame targeting him and ignite all the oil that I dropped on them.
Okay. Roll for a produce flame.
Uh, 12.
12. For this guy, it does hit.
I'll ignite.
Okay. Alrighty, then
What do we want to do for the
does
fire?
a fire. It does an additional 5. Right?
Hmm.
5 damage. Alright, does an additional 5 damage, and so for a total of 7. Alrighty. Anything else you would like to do for your turn? Okay. Let's see, does it...
Well, if we're going by flask
it-
of oil rulings, like a 5-foot square should be, 5 damage every time they walk into it or start a turn in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say it just got lit.
So once they start their turn.
They'll take 5 damage. Okay. Anemo dodging? Or are you gonna go run and do something?
I'll do push-ups.
Okay, so it's the second horde's turn. So this guy's gonna take an additional 5 damage from being on fire. And this guy is going to guy's gonna roll to hit the door, which I think 14 hits, 7 bludgeoning damage. That pushes and busts the door open. Now the door is open at the minute. So he's gonna take his movement. Let me just move him in here. Zombies are gonna start making their way in behind.
Advantage? Not advantage. Doesn't he get? Don't they get attacks?
They will, yeah.
The enlarge do
So-
anything to the oil?
I didn't even think about it. I'll say this that all of the zombies took 5 damage then, because it was just a big area. Sure. I'll do that. This one. Oh, he is very, very close. Let me actually. I typed that in wrong. There we go. He is very close to doing it. Alrighty. Then, it's going to trigger your rope, which is going to drop the ball bearings down, covered in oil. This first one is going to slow their movement. So now they're going to be difficult terrain as they make their way into that area. It is also these guys. They are going to make their way. Come on. Dashing. Let me just get them another 20 feet here. And these two. It's 35. For 25. Alrighty, it is Brian, your turn.
Hello, Brian here.
Hi.
I am going to look at the next guy in the order and smack him with an Eldritch Blast. Because
Okay.
it's
Ooh.
8 to
So
hit.
8 does not hit.
Not hit these guys. Oh,
Not this one.
you are a little harder to hit than your friend. Let's see if my tentacle can do better. And tentacle of the same guy. 12 to hit.
Okay. 12 does not hit.
Ooh.
Woo!
Okay.
I'm gonna like
Moonsick.
squint my eyes to figure out which one that is.
Same thing as last time. Knock an arrow. Try and shoot the same guy that's trying to bust in the door.
Okay, do that.
20.
Oh, a 20. That hits. Roll her damage.
6.
6 damage. Okay. He succeeded.
Just barely.
Just barely. So he's staying where he is. I was gonna. The reason I had him do that is I told him and he failed his thing. I was gonna push him back. But it's the first horde's turn. This guy, he is going to. Well, I guess he's first gonna try to make an attack. The tentacle, because it makes sense. Goes to hit. Oh, he can't hit it. So he's going to rush to the door. Starts of his movement. This guy is also going to come to the door. 10. That would be 30. Say that's 30. He's gonna dash. This guy's pathetic. He's way the fuck. Okay. And then these two, I'm just gonna say, oh, they rolled to try to attack it, but they can't. Whoa!
Woe is me.
Ah, wah, 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 wah.
Did you just Waka Waka sound effect?
No, that was Toad from Mario Kart 64.
Oh, you're right.
Okay,
And only from that game.
Only-
Toad is in no other games.
alrighty.
No, specifically from
Wind
that
Chime,
game.
your turn.
I can't click. Anyway, the guy at the door, I'm gonna shoot him. If I can. Can I shoot him?
He is like right up against the door. You can try to shoot him, but it's gonna be at disadvantage. One of the other ones would be easier to hit. Because again, you'd have to like basically angle it in such a way it would be very, very to hit him. You would have a better bet of hitting this guy than the one who's actually at the door.
Can I hit the other guy that's behind him?
So sorry, give me just a second.
Otherwise, I think there are more like arrow slits over towards the center more.
I'll try to hit the largest ones first, just because all of them are going to get hit by AoEs from the traps we set.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm
hit
thinking.
the highest health ones and try to get them all to a point where we can kill them in like one hit or something.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't do the selection purple ring thing, but the guy behind him to the right.
This one?
Yeah. That's what
Okay.
I'm shooting for.
All right, roll the hit. I'm so sorry. For some reason, the mailman is just now showing up, and it's really not good for Marley. It's 8 p.m. and the mail just now.
That's so late.
And
Yeah, super late.
And Marley is pissed.
Marley hates the mailman.
All dogs hate the mailman.
I hate the man.
No, but like Marley really hates the mailman.
Okay, 11. 11 does
Is this
hit
with
that.
the magical arrow bolt?
Yeah, because it would be 12. 13. 15. No, 13.
13.
Yeah, 13 hits. Plus 7?
Yep.
For 7 damage. Okay, anything else you're going to do with...
My crab apple spiritual weapon is
Okay,
gonna hit one at the door.
okay.
How do I roll for that?
Just a spell attack roll.
I just did it for you.
Oh.
Well, good thing yours does hit. So go ahead and roll for damage by clicking where it says spiritual weapon. For 6 damage. As the crabapple pinches. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Okay, Edward, it is your turn.
All right. Well, they've come down to the ball bearings, right?
Yes.
The first set, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready a produce flame. I'm gonna throw a fire down at the oiled ball bearings, as a ready to action once they,
So,
cross
yeah.
all of the oil. Yeah,
All of the oil? Okay, perfect.
yeah, just to maximize damage.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Anemo, still holding? You've gone into crunches,
Jumping jacks.
lunges.
Oh,
All
can
right,
you
it's
do
the
door?
second horde's turn. Speaking of that, they have half movement, so they're going to move. I don't know why it says 16.6, but half their movement. So they are now. Oh wow! I just moved all of the text. Hold on, I just moved all of the text.
Yep.
Give me a
Okay.
second.
There you go. So they are now. That triggers your produce flame.
Yep.
The
Produce.
ball bearings, ball bearings are fucking everywhere right now. For 8, and then I'm gonna say same rules as the flask of oil, basically plus 5. So you just select these. Okay, for 11. Let's see. 11 does not hit this guy. It does hit this guy for 8. It does hit this guy. 8. And this guy also gets hit. And he has to make his check. Oh, excuse me, his saving throw. Stop.
Is this the?
Undead Fortitude.
Can I just like replace it with a portent die?
Well, he failed. So
Okay,
do
never
you
mind.
wanna do?
I mean, never mind. If he's gonna fail, then
Okay.
Technically, you should do it before the roll.
Technically.
He was
I
trying.
was trying to announce it before the roll, but she rolled her.
That's okay. I'm not too worried about it. There's other things rather than a regular zombie I'm gonna spend it on. Yeah,
only
actually,
broken
I
leg.
just. Oop,
Whoop.
that's why. Hold on. I couldn't figure out why it was doing that 16 thing. It's because they weren't actually lined up.
Okay.
But they actually get to dash, technically. But that did trigger your thing. So they're going to get to go another 50.
You could probably just get rid of that text now.
Pick
You
more
don't need it
bubbles,
anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's all mad at me now.
Oh no.
Micromanaging. You know what? Just ignore the letters because they've more or less
Like-
already gotten past the
Yeah.
traps anyway.
Okay. This guy actually is 15 feet. Wonderful. So they're dashing forward. Now they each also would take 5 damage, right? Because we said that
Large plus
ignited.
oil.
Yep, and that's on them. And I got that. Okay, ooh, that guy is not feeling.
No
It's
bueno.
these guys' turn.
Get fire. Best way to deal with crowds.
Also, don't
Low
forget,
level up,
don't
then.
forget Slippy's turn over here.
Yep.
Slippy.
He chose the wrong slope to try and go up. I expected there to be like a few, not one dude, and he just chose the wrong end.
Slippy, useless as always.
He was a little touched in zombie horde school. Slippy! Slippy! Are you here?
Okay. Alrighty. Ooh, they're all making their way to the front entrance. Alright, Brian, it's your turn.
You got Slippy?
I forgot Slippy. Despite the fact we were just talking about him.
I did not move
okay.
my little tentacle guy, but
That's okay.
it is Slippy's turn, so.
It's Slippy's
I will
turn,
not
so-
take Slippy's turn from him. He's lost so much already.
The fact that he's not in Star Fox anymore.
Okay, so he's gonna make his save. Does he pass?
Apparently,
Oh!
very close.
I said, yeah, that was very close. He does succeed, so he doesn't slide backwards, and he is going to make his attack.
Ooh.
24 hits.
Slippy is determined to
Oh,
succeed.
no.
And
He's
blood.
never succeeded on a thing in his
Eh?
life. This will be the time.
He hits that. Yeah. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna let it pass because you guys worked so hard on that. Brian, it's your turn. I've moved past your turn already.
I can't.
You're gonna move this, you
I
said?
can't. Yeah, I'm gonna move it basically to the door because it can't move very far, very fast. So I don't want it to end up
20
out of
feet.
position.
Right, 20 feet?
Yeah, it can move 20 feet. So yeah. And I'm gonna make it attack this guy.
Okay.
Going to like curl up, and it's gonna whip back like a whip, and it's
Gonna
going to
beef it.
miss horribly, isn't it?
No, it just misses.
Oh, okay.
Not horribly, just misses. Okay.
And I still have my Eldritch Blast, Emily.
You do have. Which one did you hit?
This guy right here.
Okay. That's probably the maximum range that you can hit for this one. I just want to say because it's kind of just like a really bad angle. But yeah, so for 14, for 6 damage.
Again, there are slit holes over here further that you can, aim into. That's in the same room.
There is.
Yeah. I mean, you can start aiming at these guys too.
Oh, they've got 2 literal hordes to deal with. They've got a plethora.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Moonzik, it is your turn.
Gonna knock
I
an
kind of
arrow.
want Slippy to succeed.
Gonna knock an arrow, and I'm
He's
gonna.
trying so hard.
We gave him a backstory.
We gave him a back.
Yeah, he's the
Is
toad
that
from
he's never
Starbucks.
succeeded in it.
No, I'm gonna knock an arrow and shoot Slippy in the head.
Okay, roll the hit. Is
15?
that a called shot?
15.
In the head, I'm saying a called shot.
Okay. So that does increase his AC, and so that would not hit his head. It does still hit, so go ahead and roll damage. It's half.
Half damage?
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Is that how that works?
Why-
Called shot?
Is this like a thing he has, or is this generally that we can call
It's
shots?
just
For-
like a
for
DM's
called
made up
shots.
rule. It's not in the rule books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not in the rule books. It
Wait,
is fairly common.
Wait,
though.
if you fail a called shot, it's half the damage is normal?
Half the damage if you don't hit the new increased AC.
What does a cold shot mean?
Like you say you specifically want to hit them in this location in order to.
Oh.
You know what? You just said his head though. You didn't
Yeah.
say like his eye in order to blind him. That's not actually that's not a called shot.
Okay.
That's not a called shot. That hits. That
Okay.
hits.
7.
7? Okay. But yeah, so basically you, like we talked about before, if you call a shot, say like I want to hit them in the eye, you don't hit the new increased AC, but you still hit the regular AC, you would still do damage, just half damage. Does that make
What
sense?
you're saying is always use card shots when I roll high on my portent dice. Got it.
Yeah, basically.
It's
Okay,
just a
anything
free
else you're
blind
gonna do
dice.
with your turn?
Nope.
Okay. It's the first horde's turn. This is gonna get a little crazy. So, we're gonna start with... Oop! Sorry, I didn't mean to move you. This guy hit the door. 13. Okay. For 6. This guy is also going to go to get to the door and slam.
Come on and slam!
6 misses! Oh, he misses.
How come they have disadvantage?
They don't. I just don't
Oh.
have it marked as either.
So you're just going by the
this
first
guy-
number then.
Yeah, I'm just going by the first one. This guy is going to move to here. And he is going to attempt to start to climb.
Oh,
The walls.
Oh, goody.
They can do that. Hmm.
Alex. 4. So he cannot climb the door. The wall. Which makes sense.
He grabs a brick, and then the brick just kind of slides out of the wall. Kind of, but
He's going to move up here. For that, this guy is going to make an attack on the door. For 11 does not hit the door. And these two are going to, if I can move, also make their attacks. Okay. Oh, wait. Why did I say attacks?
I mean, climb.
They can't make it. Yeah, the climb. I meant to do a climb. They can't. They can't attack the
but
wall.
I am attempting to climb.
It's kind of what it feels like, though. So he does not. He cannot climb. And he also cannot climb. So
That's
they're
a high-
just trying to. They're trying to clamber.
That's a
That's
high
how it's
DC for
14.
them.
14. I don't think it's unreasonably high to
Oh.
to scale an entire wall. You know what I mean? Like,
No, but they
I'm
do have
surprised they're
negative
even
dex.
attempting it because that's a 2-story building they're attempting to clamber up.
they're trying.
Plus, it's a negative
Okay.
dex modifier.
Yeah.
Let's see here. These two. What are these two zombies gonna do? Up. This guy.
Technically, they only have a 25% chance of climbing the wall successfully with a -2 on a DC 14.
Negative
Makes
1.
Yeah,
sense
but
to
that's
me.
climbing 2 stories. 25% is probably high.
There's nothing stopping you from just like knocking them down.
Well,
Nobody is on the
except
roof
the angle.
right now. These two are gonna try to attack the constructs and fail.
Technically, we don't even know they're attempting to climb it. They're not in vision of any of
Vision.
us.
Yep.
So you could roll those entirely behind the scene and we wouldn't know.
It's true.
I
now.
should because it would make things a lot easier, but eh.
Yeah, it would be weird
wind
for
chime.
Edward to like, you know.
I see the one in front of the crab apple.
One in front of the crab apple. Got
Yeah.
it. Roll the hit.
$17.
Okay. 17 hits.
9.
For 7. 9. You're right. 9. Boom. Takes it. Alrighty, and your crab apple?
Yeah, just a second. Gotta keep track of my arrows.
9 does hit. You're talking about the one that you just hit with arrows?
Yeah, sure.
The bolts? Okay,
Is
yeah,
it
that does
magical
hit.
ones? Magical bolts.
We're talking about spiritual weapon.
Oh,
9.
For 9. You see the crab apple. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Edward! What are you doing?
Coming down here. Like the roof is pretty high up. I'm not going to be able to hit burning hands with an AOE, so I'm just going to throw another magic missile down.
Alrighty. Which one are you attacking?
Min damage on them, so that's 6 damage, and I get to divide them in group 2. I'm gonna all target this one. Actually, I'm
This
gonna make one on each. Why not? We're trying to
One on
smash
each?
them.
For
One on each. 2 damage each.
So that's gonna be 2 damage each.
Mhm.
Okay. So this
One-
guy, he does go down. He's gonna make his
Now I'm
save.
gonna
So
replace
that's it's a
I'm gonna replace
6. Okay. What are you
So
replacing?
I'm gonna replace it with an 8, right? That just fails, does it?
It does fail. Yep. So he is down and out for the count. Wait, hold on. No, it's not 8. It's it'd be 2 damage apiece. So the save is 6. Excuse me, 7, because it's 5
Oh wait,
plus.
no, okay. I'm gonna replace it with a 6 then. That works.
Okay, then that one fails.
That one fails. It just dies.
Okay. These guys still take. They take 2. Boom. And boom.
Yeah, movement. Doo-doo-doo. You know what? I don't have a reason to move. Oh, that's my turn. I'm gonna get
Okay.
a really rude awakening. when
Really-
these guys finally step
Really
away.
wishing that the other 4 stayed in that area to give you guys more shit to do.
Yeah, because like 3 of our forces are in the south.
Yeah, I feel really bad about that. I didn't know.
Hey, if you clear out the southern portion, come help us out with the north.
That's pretty
I mean,
much it.
I intend to do that, but after they all die,
Okay. That is the end of your turn. Anemo, you hear them. Oh, You hear them on the other side of the door. What are you doing?
I ready myself for battle.
Okay, so you're gonna ready an attack if they break through the door.
Yeah.
Cool. Horde 2, it's their turn. They're gonna come up to the door. That does not hit the door. This guy's also going to come to the door.
Just missed the door.
And he hits the door
They haven't trained enough with Goongus, guys.
for 5 damage. Okay.
Wait, you
Alrighty,
don't
that
Train with
is...
zombies. Slippy.
Slippy.
That is... It's now
Do
Slippy's
not
turn.
forget Slippy. We will adopt a zombie if you forget Slippy again.
No.
Oh my god!
24. He succeeds, and
24?
he's going to attack.
Gotta love that tenacity.
Oh my
He
god!
also hits.
23 to hit.
For a total of 11. Wow, that door is on its last hinges.
Oh no!
Slippy.
Slippy on his one-man quest. The hardest area to go up, and he will succeed, damn it.
It's so funny because like I had this all like pre-designed like at the location that they would come up before you guys established where you put your traps on, and they're only.
To be fair, the whole point of the trap at the door back there is that we wanted none of them to get through there. If only one is there, then we have succeeded in that trap.
We literally did.
If you can kill him.
Assuming he
Break down
doesn't
the
just
door.
solo it.
Cameron definitely can. Like, each of us should be able to kill at least a couple.
No pressure, thanks,
Alright,
Rocky.
it's these guys' turn. They're gonna move.
Are they just
Things
gonna,
get
like,
low.
go in with, group 1?
As long as you guys are okay with that, I can do that.
Yep. I guess they've merged.
Want to merge them?
Might as well.
Let's just merge them.
Okay.
I mean, after turn initiative order goes to 0. It's your turn.
Okay. Brian.
Hello. There are a lot over here. How are you guys doing? I'm gonna call over. Also partially to annoy the horde of zombies that there are clearly living people here.
Moonsix gonna call back. I've got one!
We have like 20. I can't count very well though. They keep moving, and there's one who has like 3 arms. I'm wondering what that's about.
I've got one, but he's being a bit of a bastard.
You should
I'm
name
gonna say-
him. And that's everything, because we are shouting legitimately across a fortress.
Yeah, and I'm gonna yell
Okay.
back, there's 2 on my side, I'm gonna run over.
Great. And then I'm gonna Tentacle of the Deep smack the guy right above it
14 hits.
for 6 damage. And
Okay.
I will blast this guy right here.
Which guy? I didn't see.
Right here.
Okay, perfect. That hits for 12
Ooh.
damage.
20 to hit.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Okay, you see he's... Okay. Moonzik!
Going to,
No, Slippy.
knock an arrow and shoot Slippy.
Slippy.
Shot Slippy.
He shot Slippy.
15?
Canceled.
Okay, 15 hits.
Come on, max damage. Close enough. He's getting there.
7. It's hurting.
It's hurting.
He is determined. He is very determined.
Oh my god.
Slippy the unwavering.
Okay,
Dude,
give me
he
just
promoted
1
from zombie
second.
to Slippy to Slippy the unwavering. From
Moonzik.
his display of valor.
Moonzik, make a perception check.
Oh,
10.
10. Okay. I also, yeah. Okay, let me just adjust this real quick. I can't believe you didn't notice.
Uh-oh.
What do
You're
we
very
have, guys?
focused. You're very focused on.
Slippy.
I don't like the sounds of
Slippy.
that.
Something tells me a bigger horde is somewhere lurking in the waters.
Okay, so horde number 1, excluding the 4. We're gonna do. This is. Let's see here. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. They've got. I forgot. I forgot what they have. I think they have a -1. Let me just double check here. Yes, -1. Eight.
Woo!
Okay, so 1, I'm gonna say.
One passed.
1, okay. So this guy, he starts to scale the. With his movement, he is now. His entire movement, he's halfway up the wall. So we're gonna go. Boom. Oh, hold on. Why? What is the button? Oh, right, that's it. He's halfway up the wall. Okay, and then are going to make their way and start to. Oh, hold on. Not those 4. These guys are gonna jump. Marley, leave those kittens alone. He's gonna make a slam. Which
Oh,
crit.
that's a crit.
Okay, 7. Ooh, that's getting close. It's getting close. And this guy is going to run up here. He's actually going to make his check as well. Because he's seeing what everybody else is doing.
0.
Yeah, he does really well.
He just touches the wall.
Coordinated.
He just touches the wall.
Wind chime.
It's the wall.
The one in front of me, I'll shoot.
Okay.
Light a torch, just in case they come down. Dump the wine.
Yeah!
That hits for 6 damage. See, he's looking pretty hurt.
Yep. And then
Okay.
Weapon to the one right by the door in front of it.
This one.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, 8 just hits.
Oh.
Beats
nice.
it.
Beats it.
7.
For 7 damage. Pinch, pinch, motherfucker. Edward.
Motherfucker.
Well, hearing Brian yell across the map that there's a whole horde in the front. Edward is going to take the dash action. I believe this is.
Do you wanna go back to the other page real quick?
Yeah, sure.
You can get an idea.
Yeah. Not good enough. 30, 60 feet. Yeah, right there. Can you see the creatures?
Okay, go ahead. Where was that again? I couldn't see. I was
Right here.
looking at everything else. Right there?
Look. Yeah.
No, you can't see the creatures yet.
Yet?
You have to look in through the slits.
Okay, well, that concludes my turn.
Okay.
Was he
An
up
ammo.
on the second story, or was he up on the roof?
Yes.
I'm on the roof.
Eat a roof.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't the roof that he was just on at the same level as the second story, or?
No, it's above the second
Oh,
story. It's on
okay.
the third one. Actually, the one you would be able to see I would say, yeah. You know what? You would be able to, from the angle you're currently at, these two.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I didn't
I
think
can't
about
do
that because I
anything.
thought for some reason I thought the slits. I don't know what I was thinking. You can see those two.
All right. That's my turn.
It looks like quite the horde. You can hear them though.
What did that
A
sound like?
Nemo. Oh, brain.
No, Brian's.
I
Brian.
said my name, now that I'm repeating it, it's kind of creepy.
If we hadn't killed the assassin vines, we could make this a classic game of Plants vs. Zombies.
Genuinely, that's why I gave you the charm of plant command.
Oh!
But we killed all the-
Killed the plants. Like,
We killed all the
immediately.
plants!
You killed the plants though.
Man, I
Because you
wish we
went
had
over to
druids.
that one very specific area.
Man, I wish we had druids.
Because
Honestly.
he also told us to inspect everything we came across.
I did.
By
There
inspect,
were the
we
very
automatically interpreted
dangerous
that as
or
murder
whatever.
anything that moves.
A Nemo, I would say you could hear everything that's going on. Roll a perception check. A Nemo.
I've got it.
Cool.
Barely hear you, by the way.
I'm not talking very loudly.
Yeah, it's almost like he's got COVID or something.
Wow,
That's really
let's just
sick,
be
dude.
dicks to one another.
That's pretty sick, dude.
6? Yeah, you don't fucking know this. You have no idea. It's the second horde's turn. They're gonna beat down this door. I totally forgot that each one of these creatures does have a multi-attack. But we're gonna pretend like that only happens when they are... Oh, the door breaks down. So you feel the door like bust open, Anemo. So you now come face to face with these
The
guys.
immovable rod would still be like hovering in the air. In the
Yes,
middle,
they would
right?
have. They
So
would
they'd
have to duck under to get to you. But you see them. Their smelly, stinky, rotting face. You see the like ichor of ocean goo on them with their barnacles and shit.
ocean goo.
This guy, he is going to try to duck. Why are you in the middle? You can't be in the middle. He's gonna go through the door next to you, and he's gonna make oh wait, they don't have multi-attack. They can only sling it.
Also, the instant they go through the door,
And crit and
That's
a
a
min
crit.
get.
to a
Crit and a fumble.
Oh,
the
that
same
was
roll.
a fumble. That's a fumble
I did
because
prepare. I did want to prepare.
Yes.
An attack there.
you did. Yeah, you did say you did.
Right?
Yeah, that would trigger your attack.
Oh,
So
I did
21
not
hits?
do it with
21
advantage.
hits.
Is there
The
is he rolling
zombie?
with reckless?
I didn't. I meant
For 9.
to roll it normal.
Okay, so that would be 14. Oh, save. Hold on. Cancel. It has to be a 14. And he does not beat the 14. He dies on impact.
Oh no.
It's Slippy's turn. Can he say? One of these times he's gonna fail this.
No, no.
Not this
No,
time.
he
Not this time.
He will
not
not,
this
die.
He is very stable. He's very stable. And this door is super close to collapse too.
He's
So
just gonna break it through, right?
possibly, probably.
Yep.
That hits.
Yep.
Yeah, he breaks through that door. So with that, you see him enter the room and are no longer able to to see him. Let me just move his token to
Slippy.
the GM. Because you guys don't know where he's at.
Yep.
Okay. Slippy is successful, guys.
Oh my god.
God,
Like,
Slippy
I
the
almost
infiltrator.
wanted
He succeeded every single one of his deck saves.
Good.
Bruh,
fucking
Slippy's
lord.
literally a master infiltrator.
Okay.
Had that they want
Mastermind
to
rogues
adopt
got
one of
nothing
our
on
enemies
Slippy.
as one of our own.
No,
Okay.
rogues. No, rogues have to reach level 20 to mimic a fraction of his power. Like, rogues can just succeed on one check, but Slippy succeeds on all rolls, no matter what.
It is now Brian's
the
turn.
legendary zombie. Alright, I'm gonna pick this guy off with Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Oof.
That hits.
5 damage.
And he dies. It's a 5 damage. That's a DC 10.
An arc of black energy just hits him.
12. He succeeds. So he pops.
Pops back to life.
Yep. You see, he gets hits with your arcane energy, fucking Eldritch Blast shit, before you think he's dead. After just a second, he is back up.
I'm gonna have the tentacle roll over to him and smack him in anger.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Thought we were dividing the damage so that they all died from AoEs.
16 hits
They're not
for 8 damage.
to the AoE.
So that's going to be
yet.
13.
Yeah.
13 Constitution.
Motherfucker!
He fails.
Oh no, that's right. The
So
first
he
number.
is-
Never
Guys.
mind.
He's dead. Alrighty. Anything else for your turn?
The coil of thing goes down. Did we hear anything about one going in the back door? Did
It's
Moonzik
not
say
my
anything?
turn yet.
Yeah, I know,
It
but
was
like,
Free action.
Oh,
that's a free action, so.
then yeah, I'm gonna call out.
No,
One's inside.
No, it's, you can only do that on your turn. You can say,
That's what I
as-
thought.
That's
Yeah.
fine. It's not that big of a deal. If you want to yell at it, go for it.
Okay.
Your turn is next anyway. I don't care.
Because there was one response. Like, what I wanted to yell back if he had yelled something was, "We spent like 2 hours on that, and it let things through."
It's only one. I'll get him.
Get him eventually. You know?
I guess you could say he
Okay.
really slipped
Um,
by us.
Moonzik, roll me a perception check.
Oh.
Oh,
14?
14.
Okay. You hear, on the other side of the barricaded door next to you, you hear pounding.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Okay. What you gonna like to do for your turn?
Taking a look at my stuff here. I'm gonna go over here.
Okay, so that's outside that door, right?
Yes. And right here, I'm going to take a bonus action with fast hands to use an object. I'm going to grab a handful of ball bearings and just throw them down in the hallway.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ready an action and aim at this door. As soon as that zombie comes through the doorway, I am shooting it.
Okay.
Slippy the
Okay.
And then I'm also going to shout. I'm going to shout officially to them. One got in through the kitchen door, and one's trying to come through the barricade over here.
How did they get past us?
How did they slip by us?
I have an idea, but now's not the time to discuss it. I've got it covered for now.
Seems like the perfect time! She
It's the
says,
horde's
looking
turn.
over a horde of zombies.
These guys. It's gonna look a little funky, but I'm gonna way. We're gonna say there's 4. It's all different. Never mind. I'm gonna cancel because they're all different. Slam. That does not hit the door.
Man,
Doesn't
this
do
door.
shit.
Man,
You
this
guys
is the
didn't
door we intended on
reinforce
letting
it.
them have. Like having.
24 does hit. We'll see here. For 9.
This is the door we intended on letting them have so we can drop the wine and burn them alive.
I mean, for the
Or
most
burn
part,
them
it's
unalive.
still going to work.
Yeah, I mean, like, I was under the assumption that you still... I've been playing it like you
Oh,
did
yeah,
reinforce it to slow them down.
We would have reinforced that
Yeah.
to slow them down anyway. It's just for a time we get to slap them with spells while they're...
18 hits. Let's see, I think
Unprepared.
this will do it. That'll do it. So the door does break down. And this guy uses his movement to come inside. Let's say
I'll move my token.
mob mentality. Mob mentality. You're underneath. You're on top of them.
I'm just gonna
Right,
let you
you're on
move
the
tokens
roof.
on top of me. Right?
Oh, you're on the roof.
Yeah.
So this guy is also going to this guy is gonna continue to climb up. He is now on the roof. You see this this one climb up on the roof with you. So he is now on the roof with you. These guys are going to also that's plenty of movement. Move in here as well. Seeing that the door is now in, these guys also are. Look at this. Look how neat and clean they all are.
Waiting to be burned alive. Unalive. Sorry, unalive.
No, we can.
We're gonna
way.
say there, and I'm just gonna say they're now like all into this room. They're gonna start beating down the door in here. I don't know who's there. I'm just gonna say it's these two. That one does hit for 7. Okay. That is the horde's turn. You no longer see any side wind chime.
Okay.
You hear the door break down.
Can you hear it through the grate?
You heard it break down, and you saw everybody rush in to what you could into the foyer.
I'm gonna walk over there.
If you can look down at them through the grates. You're right next to the barrels.
I'll open the barrels, a barrel, and dump it on them.
Okay. 1 barrel is on there.
Does it take like 1 barrel per action?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
that's pretty forgiving.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
still a lot
That's
of
good.
wine. It can probably cover them all. You can, ignite them.
Yeah. I mean, you can ignite them and
Up
then
to you.
continue dumping barrel.
Right.
If you throw a torch.
You can't really throw a torch through those grates. That's pretty small.
Oh.
To digitate it through the grates. Brian has
Can I
prestidigitation, right? I hope.
Nope.
With
Are we
spirit
screwed?
when I move.
You
I
are
can't-
supposed to be
You
able
don't have
to
any more for your
ignite it through
actions?
the grate, but then
Oh, okay.
you couldn't ignite it through the grate because you apparently don't have a way down to the 2nd floor. Because I got very confused about that.
He's on the roof right now.
So if I jump down from the roof and I cast... No, I'm just...
I mean, in theory.
There
I
is.
thought we were able to drop
this guy-
torches through the grate. They were big enough to...
It's really not big enough for a torch. They're like it's a grate. Like
Covered in
it's
it.
a torch is a very big difference. You might be able to drop a match down there, however.
Do we have
Either way,
something?
it does take your
A
full.
tinderbox.
It does take your full action to dump the wine, so you wouldn't be able to do anything turn.
Yeah.
Do we have a
Edward?
tinderbox?
I do
Edward
have
Oh,
a share.
Edward?
seeing this
You see
guy
it
up
here?
here.
I need you to
Yeah.
make a dexterity save.
Me.
I didn't ask you last time because I forgot. But yes.
All right. What's the deck save for?
Roof.
Make it.
Top.
Find out.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a sec. Character sheet is loading because it closed on me. Well, 20 takes a while.
You know, you guys all have character actions, so if you select your token, it should pop up with dexterity save. Ooh, that just succeeds. That meets it. So you are expertly, like, you know, not expertly, but you're traversing the rooftop just fine. You can make your movements.
Adequately traversing the rooftop.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Honestly.
Yeah, basically. So I see this guy, and I feel honestly, I don't want anything to do with that guy. I'm gonna thunder wave him for support and die on his save.
Okay. So he
that's
gets knocked 10 feet back.
Yeah, knock 10 feet back, straight down into the, basically down into the like the
scarecrow.
floor and falling damage on top of the thunder
Mhm.
damage.
Got it. What's the thunder damage? Well, what's the save first off?
So it's a DC 14 con save, but I'm forcing an 8.
Right. Okay. So that's the 8. So he fails. So how much damage does he take from the thunder wave?
10. And then he gets
Woo!
knocked 10 feet back into the
And
floor.
he's falling
And you
from-
all hear a
Okay.
boom.
Let's see here.
You all hear a big cracking boom as he falls. And then you see a zombie Wilhelm scream down from the roof.
Just double check.
Yeah. Well, and I'm going to use the rest of my movement and, like, see if he's, like, dead.
1d6 per thing. So
What's he
it's
doing?
2. Needs to make so 2d6. Right? No, 3d6. Excuse me, 3d6.
Whew. Oh, that's
He takes
disappointing.
7 damage.
That's a lot of damage.
He is not feeling great. He's pissed off, I'm sure. Anemo, you're now face to face with this nasty fucking looking ass. I forgot what he was called. He is ascetic. That's right.
Drowned ascetic.
Yep.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to cast my line.
I'm gonna cast my sword.
I attack him. The great sword. 22. That hits. 8 damage.
8
Oh.
damage. Okay. You see, he takes that. Is there anything else you're going to do for your turn?
No.
Okay. Alrighty then. It is this horde's turn. They're gonna. These guys are gonna come up here. We're gonna just move them up.
Is it that horde, or is it the horde that's back here originally?
Oh, it's the horde that's back here. Okay, so this guy, he's gonna make his turn. He's gonna multi-attack you, Anemo, through this door. Yeah, like I said before, and I'm only gonna make the multi-attack when they're attacking against you because I forgot to do it the entire time. So 15, does a 15 hit? Anemo.
No.
No, it does not hit. So he's gonna make a second unarmed strike. 10 does not hit as well. Oh, he's trying to go for it. It's really hard to hit you, especially with the immovable rod hanging out. quite literally hanging in the middle of the air. And he's going to. I have a question here? Did we barricade the inner doors?
I believe
Yes,
we
of
did.
course.
We specified that we
right?
would barricade this door extra, just so that
I'm
Yeah.
asking about this door.
This door I don't believe we did. No.
No.
Okay.
Okay, is it
This
Slippy?
one is the best barricaded door in the entire building. No.
Yeah.
Right. Of course, of course. So with that coming out through the door, you guys, well, Anemo, not Anemo, Moonzik
Ready
triggers
to
your
action.
attack.
Yep.
It's Slippy.
Slippy's going down, motherfucker.
19 hits.
8.
8. You hit him and it just like fucking it really hurts. It's bad. It's bad. He's still up though. It's still up. Actually, Anemo, you can hear this happening behind you. I think that's well within your line of sight / auditory range to be able to hear.
He's out of the
So
kitchen
you know
now.
Okay, and then you still hear. Well, let me just roll these with GM.
He's out of the kitchen. He's what?
Okay, and then damage. Okay, so that door is still standing. That was 2 minimum damage. Okay. You still hear the beating of the door on the other side of the door that you're on. The other side of the hallway. You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Brian.
All right. So I'm going to walk over. I'm going to ignite my tinderbox, the whole thing, so that when it falls, it can. It doesn't just flicker out like a match would.
You're just fucking dumping your entire like all of your everything. You're just shoving it
Like
down.
I'm striking that match. I'm lighting the tinderbox and I'm dropping it down.
I'm gonna move you guys out of the way here. Just a
So
little bit.
I will get rid of my tinderbox and my items.
Already. Wine
Um,
damage.
Wine damage.
Okay.
I believe that's called
How much per barrel?
alcoholism.
There's only one
This
barrel
is
on
like
them right
it's a
now.
recurring theme that we keep dropping burning alcohol on people.
Okay.
Honestly,
Wine damage instead of.
I'm
I
telling you,
have
fire
lit
is
both
really
fires
This save.
as a player.
Just roll a con. I think that's going to succeed. Okay, so he is back up.
good on 1 health.
Oop, hold on, one more.
Negative.
Whoops. Why did I keep doing that? There we go.
Negative HP. My favorite.
Let me just. It's going to be quite a bit of editing here.
Yep.
I just healed. There we go. This. There's a lot of these. Halfway there. Getting closer. Still getting closer. We're getting there. Just 2 more. Whoop, whoop. Just 2 more left. 1 more.
Right.
Lots of typing. Okay. Alrighty,
Alright,
as they all take damage.
I'm going
Here.
to move my.
You smell burning flesh. Yummy.
Ooh, that does not smell great, actually. And then I'm gonna have my tentacle over here get just inside the door and smack this guy.
I'll just go for like the guys with the biggest health pools.
Yep.
Ooh,
Ooh.
max damage.
Max damage.
Nice. Yeah,
The
that
tentacle will
you said
kind
this
of,
guy, right?
yeah. And then the tentacle will kind of swirl up in like a squiggling motion and
Reduce
slap him
movement
across the
too.
face.
I have not been moving, like having reduced.
I know, but
I-
like at the same time, it was a
doesn't
horde.
it doesn't
I don't
matter that much in
really.
this scenario.
Yeah. In this
Yeah.
scenario, it doesn't matter as much as if I was actually trying to CC them.
Right. Okay. With that, Moonzik, it's your turn.
Moonzik's going
his last
to
Gonna hit.
sling his short bow for a moment. He's actually going to run up to Slippy here and multi-attack him with Ghost Eye and the regular dagger.
Alrighty. 12 misses.
Okay, with the regular
Oh, no.
dagger. Oh fuck me!
Oh, that's a nat 1. Come on.
Roll me a D100.
Oh, man, fumble.
89. I'm not getting blinded.
Yeah, you're not getting blinded. Not this time. Let me pull it up here.
Instead, the enemy turns invisible.
It's not
Why
that
did I just open up Google Maps? Excuse me.
Whoops.
Okay, let me.
Out of all the attack rolls, I think this is the first nat 1.
Yeah, the attack rolls. Where did I? God, I've done so much. Here it is. You said
89.
89.
Turns out that Slippy
Oh.
just has the lucky feat.
Oh my
So,
god.
unlucky friendship. All allies within melee range
None.
must roll a d20. The low roller gets hit by your attack. Deal twice the critical damage.
None.
Wow, that's a little
Twice
much.
the crit damage?
Yeah.
Jesus.
What the
Very
fuck
might
is
be
that
much.
roll?
That might be a little bit much. I did not know that it was twice the critical.
That was.
I'm not gonna lie.
That'll literally just kill like your wizard in melee reach.
Doesn't matter. It didn't happen. I'm gonna.
Oh.
Can I
retcon
call
that,
I mean, like,
so it
can I
does
call
not-
Slippy my
Like-
friend for a moment?
He
He's
is
almost a friend.
He is almost a friend. He's going to try to give you a hug.
Oh fuck.
Both of his attacks, or it was 15 and 18.
They
Uncanny
both
dodge.
hit.
I think they both hit.
They both hit.
Okay, roll me
This man
roll me 2 Constitution
Ooh,
saving
Jesus.
throws, please. You take 12 damage.
20.
That succeeds.
That one doesn't.
That fails.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm
so
taking-
you now contract blue rot. I'm going. Oh, that's not what I want. Roll me a d4, please.
How's God damn it. 1.
Okay.
One.
Nothing happens right now.
Okay. And that's half movement speed, right?
Flippy the Infector.
Slippy
Yeah,
the
well,
lucky.
hold on. Let me check. I need to recheck this. What did I write about this? Oh, what-
Well, you develop
Uh,
blue pustules, and then the pustules
mhm,
like deal damage,
mhm,
Well,
mhm.
hold on.
poison damage.
Wait, what?
Nope, nothing happens right now. I guess I probably shouldn't use the blue one, even though that makes sense because blue one is the frozen part. You have no effects.
Okay.
It's accurate. It says it's paralyzed. You're not paralyzed. I just thought it was because it was like oozing from the face. I thought that was funny. You're not paralyzed.
Okay.
But you now have contracted the disease. Your character does not know. And we'll talk a little bit more later about what happens with that. This is a long-term effect, not some.
Oh,
It is this guy's turn. He's gonna roll to hit you, Anemo.
Also, we're not saying
18 hits, I presume?
your dice come up right away like we normally do.
It's just probably laggy. 18 hits, I presume?
Quinn!
It hits. I know it does. I don't know why I'm asking.
Hits.
9 bludgeoning damage. Go ahead and roll me a
Con
On
save.
save time. Not
Oh
one.
my
Two.
god!
Dude, within one
con-
round? Okay.
You also contract
Blue rot.
blue rot, but you again do not know this. It says it's paralyzed. You're not paralyzed. I just do like where is there it is. I like the oozing face. I think it's funny.
And blue rot is
Um,
like the precursor to blue waffle.
You
No.
take 9 damage. My name on. Okay.
I already. Are you talking about the damage that I took from the hit? Because I already felt that.
Yes. You don't get to take any damage or anything. I need you to make a 1.
1d4.
What?
I need you to
D4.
roll me a d4. Okay, perfect. Wind chime. It's your turn.
Can I shoot a bolt through the grate?
You could. There's a.
Will it fit?
Yeah, there. If you wanted to fire. Yeah, you could fire a bolt through it, but a whole torch would be too much.
Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. Can I aim at these guys, or maybe I just move? Or is the grate there?
Yeah, the grate is like right here.
Okay.
Like right above these 6 in the center. You can aim above whichever one you want. You're going to do the one that's right below you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to move you off just so I can mess with it. Go ahead and roll the hit.
I gotta open my character sheet. It closed.
Remember, you don't have to open your character sheet. You can just select your token and you have token actions.
Oh.
So if you click your token, like I've said this a couple of times, you click your token. I've set up everybody so that they have token actions, so you don't have to always your character sheet.
13.
13 meets it, beats it. So go ahead and roll it, damage.
5 plus
5 plus
6, 7.
2, 7 damage. 1. Oh, I just healed it. I'm so sorry. There we go. Now he hits. Now he gets hit. Anything else you're doing with your turn?
My spiritual weapon. I want it to move inside.
Okay.
Yeah, can it attack?
Yep.
11.
11? Does it hit this guy? I don't actually know. It does hit this guy. Roll for damage.
Yeah.
They're all fucking on fire,
Saving.
flaming. Ooh!
Max
Yeah, he
damage.
felt that. Pinch, pinch. Yeah, no, these guys are all like a flaming clusterfuck right now. It's really upsetting.
Keep one of those wine barrels.
Crunchy's clusterfuck.
Edward.
I mean, seeing that there's nothing to do on the roof, I'm gonna fling a magic missile at this guy, so... D4?
Okay, I don't think... yes, it does hit. Wait,
Magic missile hits
that's a
automatic.
spiritual weapon. Right. Sorry, I saw...
4, 6, yeah, 9 damage on this guy. 3 instances.
Okay.
3 instances of 3.
So 9 damage. Why is it 9? Ah, yes, I see. Okay. Yeah, he does not feel great. Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna yell down. How is the how are the zombies inside of the?
You cut out.
It makes sense. He's on the cooking roof right now.
Okay, yeah. You're gonna hear heavy muffled something. That's it.
All right.
Okay.
Anemo. It's your turn.
Oh. Fucking. He hurt me. I don't like that. So I'm gonna attack.
Good.
Kill him.
Everything's taking a while to load. I told you. It was like...
Oh,
That does
God.
not hit.
Come to think of it, I'm not
Anything
seeing
else you're doing for your
anybody's
turn?
dice rolls now.
Is there anything? Is there anybody else around me? Really? Not really.
You know
There's a lot
Moonzik.
going on up there. It just doesn't. My character wouldn't. So I'll just move on to the next turn.
Okay. It's the Horde 2's turn. We're gonna start with Slippy. He's gonna be.
No. He was the one that attacked me on 10. He should not be getting another attack before me. It's this Horde's turn.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
Never
because
mind then.
Moonsick went up to him to hit him with the daggers before,
And then he
was
hit
able-
right after. Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Sorry, I got confused. So, fire damage. So at the start of their turn, let me. Sorry, this is the long. You guys really got them in a predicament here.
That's
Yeah,
the
Fire
idea.
damage
Chamber
is
wine trick.
surprisingly.
Kill chamber
surprisingly.
wine trick. We still have 3 more barrels.
We also have 3 more that we have to deal with, or 4 more that we have to deal with. That
Hey, this
Yeah,
one
but, like-
dies. Let me make his save. Has to beat a 9. Oh, excuse me, a 10.
I mean, how much damage was the fire?
Doing
it's
5.
5.
If that fails, he stays dead.
Ooh.
This guy also makes his save for 10. Oh, he saves.
Just
So he
barely.
One health.
is still back up. He has done this for 2 rounds.
Keep pouring one on them.
It's almost like it's
They're
actually
undead.
a really strong ability, and this is what
Mhm.
undead do really well.
Yeah. Ryan.
I am going to see this one right here.
Wait, this guy didn't move. He needs to move. This guy way off in the corner here.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I almost forgot them. Let me just
Ooh.
whisper this real quick. So sorry.
Oh yes,
Dance
the ones we
simulation.
don't know. The ones we don't know exist.
Oh, what a great predicament.
Okay.
I'm going to.
That- Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to pour more fuel on the flame with throwing another batch of alcohol down there, causing it to flare up. So pick it up. I've got it in my hands. Ugh, I am not that strong. This is very difficult. And pour it in there.
Ooh, a really cool effect here. You just dodge out of the way as the flames lick up through the grate. As you pour alcohol, it just ignites.
Oof, it's like
That'll
when I aerated the oil in that pan the other day.
It smells like fruit and burning flesh.
I'll continue that for 2 more. Really good timing because I was doing this for 2 rounds and it's been 2 rounds, so now you're adding more 2 whole rounds.
Does the flare up cause extra damage?
They're already on fire. They can't be on fire. Like everybody's on
To
fire.
differ.
It could be more on fire.
More on fire exists.
Just ask Helsing Ultimate Abridged.
Ask the wizard
Okay.
about to steam fireballs at level 5.
I am also going to attack this guy with my tentacle.
Okay, hit it.
That's a
Wow.
crit.
Crit! Roll your crit
the-
damage.
The
So
crit
roll another
damage.
D8. You get another D8.
That's a crit.
Oh.
I am depressed.
Roll another d8. You
He
can
did.
still roll max damage.
He did roll. It
Oh,
comes
wait,
with
no,
1.
right,
He
it
gets an
rolls
additional. So
6.
unfortunate.
I almost wish it just double damage the other
I
version
know.
of the crit.
Yeah, but sometimes it's better.
I know,
because
I know. I'm aware.
Yeah, because then
Although,
sharpshooter
on average, it's actually better to double damage because your modifier is doubled.
No, it's
Exactly.
not.
Yes, it is. If you double damage, then it's
If you
modifier.
double damage,
Your modifier
is
cannot
included.
be. Your modifier
Exactly,
cannot
but
be
it's better
included.
to double
That's
damage
the whole
than it is
point.
to- Yeah.
Yeah, your modifier cannot be included. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
You
That's why we roll.
you double the die,
Right, I know. There's
and
a,
then add your damage
There's
on
an
top.
optional rule of doubling damage, and it's just outright more advantageous to the critter.
All right.
Does
Well,
that
it
make
doesn't
sense?
matter anyway,
Unless the
because
modifier is negative.
it's Moonzic's turn.
Yay. I'm going to angrily attempt the same attack as I did the last turn
Slippy.
on Slippy.
It's gonna phase out of
St-
existence.
oh my god. Starting with Ghost Eye.
Gonna
Are you
whisper in your
fucking
ear that you already
kidding
did.
me?
That does not hit. Ghost Eye does not hit.
16
16 hits. 16 hits.
for 6.
Okay. 6 plus that's 11. He has to make a saving throw.
He better
Oh,
fucking
I'm not
stay
even gonna be
down.
surprised if he makes it.
He fails. He is dead.
Oh,
Thank you,
Slippy.
sweet baby Jesus.
Slippy is dead. You still have your movement, and you hear the beating from upstairs. You hear the beating on the door in front of you, and you see/hear Moonzik. Not Moonzik. You hear/see a Nemo fighting one of them. Fuck off, Marley.
I'm gonna go over here. I'm going to assess the wounds that I took.
Roll a medicine check.
$19.
Okay. You have a feeling you've contracted blue rot.
I don't suppose I'm
You
able
know what it is already. I don't need to explain.
Right, and I don't suppose I'm able to use a healer's kit this turn.
We just have to cure disease.
Hmm.
And no, you wouldn't be able to anyway.
Right. Okay, that'll be my turn then for now.
Okay. It is just this guy's turn. He's the only one left.
Plus 2 others.
Gonna
that you're
attack you,
hinting at.
Anemo. Yeah, I can't tell you.
Mhm.
15, 14. Do either of those?
No.
Okay. Then he's like reaching out on the other side of the. He's like not dodging under for some reason. Zombie. And he misses. He misses you a lot. Okay. Wind chime.
Okay, I wanna.
We will have a funeral for Flippy after this.
No, we're not.
Sorry.
Same guy?
Oh, I do.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh.
Same guy.
Imagine if
17.
So 19 hits for 7
6.
damage. It's slowly going down.
And then, spiritual weapon.
This guy?
Yeah, guy in front of him. 14.
14 hits. You have the scent of baked apples in the air, like on top of
No.
rotting, burning flesh.
No.
Oh.
Okay,
That's
7.
one
So
three.
7. That is a 12. Let me.
con save time.
He meets it, so he's still up.
1 health.
He's a fifth one.
Okay. Anything else to your turn?
No.
Edward.
Okay, Edward is going to take.
What you know
And-
about?
Sorry, what?
It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, Edward's going to take an action, summon Cole, just to like scout out the situation. I'm going to drop his token. Send him down there and get a peek of that. And then he's going to spend his movement going to the bell tower because that is something that. He
Okay, as soon as you hit this point, as soon as you like start to cross back over to this side, you see 2. Let me actually put them on the map here. Well, I guess they're on the map, but let me
They're
get them
like right
from.
here.
They're on the GM's note, yeah, on the thing.
Oh, this isn't good.
What is going on?
What could have
There we go.
possibly done that?
Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. And then this one, you can see as well, right?
Yep.
Okay.
These are on the roof.
These are
They are on the path. I'll show you.
to the bell
Which
tower.
elevation?
Yeah, so they are on. They are here.
Oh, okay. And I'm back here.
You're like,
Here.
yeah.
And I'll show you, so you'll be able to
Yeah.
jump back here. See them.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So they're currently beating down that door, and they look like they've almost broken through.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell to Moonsick. We got a little trouble here too, Seth.
Yeah, I've noticed. Not much I can do at the
Screaming at the
moment.
top of your lungs. Anything else that you're going to do with your turn?
I used my action. I end my turn.
Okay. Anemo. Hit the guy. Hit him. Hit him hard.
Smack him. Smack him with
Yeah,
that
kill
sword.
this guy. Kill this guy so I can remove
Decapitate him.
the horde.
Okay.
Let him slip by you.
I can't hear him.
Okay, I'll kill him. But advantage would help to kill him if
Mhm.
you want.
11 does not hit.
She would have said about advantage.
Why would you have advantage?
Plus attack.
Just joking around.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell. It's because you're just so mono right now.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
It's almost like we're almost done, I promise. Clearly.
Clearly.
Alright, it's the horde's turn. I'm just gonna make him roll a save. DC 10. Is he gonna pass?
Nope.
No, he dies.
Ooh, both of them.
Whoops.
Alright.
Instant death. Let's go.
It's 5. Woo, man, they are
They are hurting.
very. Yes, they are.
Yeah. Pour another barrel.
Okay. Oh. This guy also dies. Let's see, he's got to roll his save. He succeeds. So he is at 1. Whoops. There we go. This guy also dies. He's gonna roll.
He passes.
He passes.
Yep.
And this guy takes 5. Wow, they are. The fact that they are still standing right now. It's crazy. Okay. Let's see. Alrighty, I need to have them do other things, like attack. 15 hits, and 5 does not. So one of them... 6, oof, oof, come on, so close. Okay. Brian.
Alright. I am... So it's another turn left on the fire, yeah?
Yeah.
From what you said last time. I am going to
Does
have
the fire
my-
damage stack? Like if you put
No.
2 barrels simultaneously?
You can't
No.
do more fire.
We just established that they can't be more on fire.
It's
They're
either,
already, like...
It's either yes fire or no fire.
Especially since I'm ruling it that they're going to be continuously on fire. Like, if, like...
Yeah.
Well, not like because they're having more turn per barrel, it doesn't make sense to stack it on top, because then that just gets really crazy and...
I'd like to see you on fire.
Double for one, and then half of one.
Yeah, I will. I have resistance to fire.
Ask an arsonist, alright?
Okay, so, what are you doing?
Checking to see... Yeah, I'm just going to, take a look at 2 of the guys who failed, who succeeded their con saves. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast. Actually, no. This guy right here, I'm going to Eldritch Blast. The one right in the middle. That seems to have a little bit more health.
Roll the hit.
Alright, Crackling Power. And...
15 hits. 7
damage.
damage. He looks like he's fucking... Like it hurts. Like it's bad. Like he's on fire and just got hit with... force damage.
And then I'm going to smack this guy with my tentacle.
Okay.
Because that's all
Roll
it can
the hit.
do. It can't walk through people. Unless you can rule it, unless you'd rule that it could get, like, that it doesn't occupy space in the same way that other things do.
No, I would say that it does, because I'm currently ruling that they cannot exit because of the spiritual weapon and because of the thing, because they're
Alright.
stopping
Wait,
it,
is it
right? So I
actually
feel like
that
it's
power?
fair. No, I just think it would make sense.
No!
With that.
That is crit damage.
Okay,
Roll
that's
another
crit
D8.
damage. Roll another D4.
Again.
It's a
D
D6.
whatever.
D8.
8. D8.
D8.
All the
Roll a
dice.
D8.
We could block exits with it.
No, seriously, I'm ruling it for this
Again?
specific encounter.
Yes.
For 10, so that's 15. It has to make a 15.
Well,
And it critically failed.
that's the
Crit fail
second that one and that 20.
Why am I not seeing
Wow.
these dice rolls?
I haven't seen a dice roll all game except for my own.
I mean, I'm just not seeing the GMs.
Oh,
but
it's.
everyone...
I think it. No. Are you? Did you see? Did you? Oh, that's because I'm probably whispering it to myself. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I was whispering for the other one.
I can
Well,
see it.
no, because we can see the save. It's posted,
Oh.
so.
I can't.
Yeah, I can see the same. I can.
No, I can't see the animation, but I can see what it is in chat.
Well, yeah, that still pops up a second later, though.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay.
It probably has something to do with the fact that I was.
Yeah, well,
Just wondering.
It doesn't matter anyway. It's just an animation.
it's just extra flair.
So it fails. So it dies.
It crit dies.
It crit dies. I can't believe it. Nat 1, Nat 20. Oof.
That's
Okay.
the second time that's happened now.
I know, it's crazy.
I had an
Crazy.
echo.
Alright. I again, my dice luck is so fucking weird.
You have Nagito.
All right,
You have
Moonsick.
Nagito levels of luck. Moonsick. He's gonna come over here. That's 20. He's gonna shout over to Animo. How are you doing?
I'm gonna get this guy. I swear.
All right.
Eventually.
Just shout if you need help. I'm going up to greet the other two that are coming through the barricade. And I'm coming over here.
Have fun.
Okay, are you going up or are you staying down?
I'm going up, but that's all my movement.
Bonus action
Oh.
dash.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
I
can
can
dash.
dash.
You can dash
Yeah, in that case.
twice in a turn. Can't you?
I'll go right there, and I'll ready a short bow attack, aiming at the doorway, at the barricade. If it gets broken down, I'll shoot at one of them. I'll shoot
Okay, it's
I'll shoot at the northernmost one.
alrighty. This guy is going to attack you, Moonsick.
A name.
Oops. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep mixing you two up. It's because yours are on the lower half, I think. Neither hit.
Technically, they have advantage because, you know, a reckless attack.
He's not recklessing attacking. He's
He
not
reckless
attack
attack
once.
last turn,
No,
No, he didn't.
didn't he?
he got advantage from a different source.
He didn't get advantage at all. He didn't roll anything.
Okay.
He was making a joke.
Let me remind you something. I
Oh,
don't have the ability to reckless attack, nor am I raging. So just
You can reckless
can
attack.
reckless
Reckless attack.
do I not have? Wasn't that not a? Okay,
You
I
can-
don't reckless attack. So
Oh.
stop saying that I'm doing it. I don't do that. Just because I can, I don't do it. Okay.
We've established this
Either
before,
way.
Rocky. It's his own character.
alright, alright.
Wind chime. Oh, actually, I forgot. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot you guys can. So I can actually do it in front of you. That hits. That hits. That hits. That.
How are
hits.
they
Okay.
all able to hit the door?
There should be at most 4 of them hitting the door.
Oh wait, why did I?
How can they all hit the door? Is my question.
These two? Because that's what we're on right now.
Oh, right,
These
right.
two.
That still doesn't explain
And I
just do one.
accidentally did it twice
8
because I was
times.
doing multi attack for him, and I forgot we were
Okay.
doing that. So I'm gonna use the first two. So that's 7 plus 11. That does. So they are now able to move in.
And then ready to
They're at
action.
this door. You hear it.
Did I not shut this door? I thought that.
You did. You did shut the door.
Okay.
You shut the door. They're at the door right now. They can't go through it yet. Like they're at that door. They just broke through the other door. You didn't ready an action because that cost your action and you dashed.
You're right. You're right.
Action.
Wind chime.
Sandelio.
Didn't he dash with his bonus action?
Oh, there were ball bearings all throughout there too.
Does 11 hit?
Movement's halved. Which one are you doing?
Crossbow. I accidentally clicked the other one too fast.
Okay, so this one?
Yeah.
Is that who you're hitting? Okay,
Yes.
so 12 does not hit this.
Okay. This is
And a
spiritual
crossbow.
weapon hit.
Spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess 13, actually, if you did a crossbow, 13 does hit, because you have a plus your plus 2. So you does hit.
8.
For 8 damage. Okay, it clearly takes that. It's pretty bad. Alright, spiritual weapon, 12 hits as well. Roll for damage for your spiritual weapon.
6.
6. Okay, so it has to make a save. It has to be 11. It does not. This one dies.
We're getting there.
Get it in there. Okay.
Almost.
Edward. Jumping down onto that ledge. Onto that path.
What? Oh, yeah.
Edward?
I'm gonna move.
Or you're gonna stay on the roof. Or are you
Yeah.
gonna jump down?
Dash. You know what? I'm gonna go here. And
Just gonna chill out on the roof.
you know what? I'm gonna dash. You know what? I'm not gonna dash. I'm going to.
Right here is where the or excuse me, right here is where the trapdoor.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna dash here. There's nothing I can do. Cold dash.
Sure, whatever. So next time you'll be able to crawl.
Yeah, here and then down through this hallway. That's another 50 feet from here to there. Okay. From the
So
side.
you were on the roof. So you remember on the roof?
Yeah.
So you are
Oh,
here.
I didn't know the trapdoor was here.
Yeah, that's why I raised a
You're at
question
the
about it
trapdoor.
earlier.
Yeah, I thought the only other entrance was fire.
No.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dash there and try to reach the trapdoor.
Anemo, it is your turn.
You will die on my hands. You will be no longer alive.
Slap him
you
with
can-
that sword.
You can do it. You can do it.
I'm sorry.
14 hits
Alright.
for 9. He looks very injured, but he is still up.
He's so beautiful.
Oh, Marley.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Why is Pancake so quiet? Turn him to 90 instead of 50.
I'm so sorry. Okay. Alrighty, it's the Horde's turn. Top of the round, they take damage. This guy is gonna make a save. DC 10.
That passes.
He succeeds. This guy also makes his save. 10. He fails, he dies. And the rest, this guy also makes a save.
Pass.
He passes.
Just. Yep.
This guy takes 5. This guy takes 5. Wow, these guys. Just so you know, I believe this is the last round for. This guy also takes 5. He
Yep.
needs to make a save.
So we have to put more alcohol in there, or else it will expire.
He succeeds, so he's at 1.
Man, these guys are all at 1.
He's one shot.
Nearly. Nearly all at 1. There's a couple who are on 2 and 3, but
Has this guy made a save, or has he been forgotten about?
no, I just made his save. He's at 1 HP.
Only reason I'm asking is because I know he got forgotten about when he wasn't walking around.
Yeah, no, he's there. He's good.
He can also move his normal amount because my tentacle dragged in one of their guys to the death instead of attacking him. So he no longer has that effect.
I'm gonna just say that, speaking of that, this makes more sense. Let's roll this. He does not hit. And this guy, he...
Oh my
so many
god.
crits! None of them worth it. Okay,
So many wood.
that door is still holding up.
So many
somehow.
woulda crits.
What a crit. What a... That is the end of that horde. Brian.
I will grab another thing of alcohol. Sadly, taste a little bit. Sadly, since I know we're not going to get to try very much of this after we're pouring yet another barrel down. How does it taste, by the way?
It's kind of bitter. In terms of alcohol, it's pretty bitter.
Actually, not that sad we killed those plans. Anyway, and she's gonna start pouring. Go, 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 go.
Okay, fire.
I'm actually gonna roll that deck save because I feel like it makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
Not good.
7.
So yeah, you take 5 fire damage.
Oh,
All right. Oof! My eyebrows. That just like pats it out.
Okay.
And she's gonna have her packed weapon move across the dead bodies to smack one of these guys.
Which one? That guy? Okay.
Actually, the guy at the door who's trying
Do
to
that.
break it down.
This is the
Love to
guy
be-
who has survived falling. 4, so it needs to make a...
DC 9.
It fails. He is
barely
dead.
failed. Barely failed. That's pretty good.
Okay. Feeling successful with that, huh? Moonsick. On the other side of the door, you know that there are zombies.
Yep. Just gonna get over. Hang on. Just gonna get right here. I'm going to scatter some more ball bearings across the walkway here.
With your perfect. More ball bearings. And unfortunately, that's not a readied action because you used your action to post up.
That's fine. That still slows
Okay.
their movement.
So they can remove 15. And they're going to dash at you. That's going to be another 15. They're getting close. This
Did they go
guy
up
is
with
going
the
to make...
bearings?
Yeah. And that's why I said
think
they're
it's a
with
dex
half
save,
movement.
right? No, it's deck save.
I thought it was
It's a dex
difficult terrain.
save, DC 10, and if they...
I'm just gonna say I've been using I've been going with difficult
Okay,
terrain.
yeah, or
I'm
they
just gonna
can go.
continue to go with that.
Yeah.
So this guy's
Because-
gonna attack a name.
Actually, the ruling is that you can
Yeah, you
either
could go
choose
half of-
difficult terrain or do those saves. So difficult terrain is perfectly fine.
He's gonna hit you. Oops. Sorry,
Not close enough
multi-attack
to
twice.
multi-attack.
Well, he's gonna attack a Nemo.
Right.
Both of those hit.
Oh, shit.
You do not have to make another con save. But you do take 17 damage.
Yikes.
Okay.
I'm at 12 health.
He's not feeling great.
I do not have enhanced ability prepared. I can't give him 10 HP.
It's Windchime's turn.
Okay. She's gonna shoot this guy.
Okay, this guy you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll move over.
Hot, hot, hot.
Oh, can she walk around?
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm just gonna say you walk around. Like, I'm letting you do whatever you gotta do.
11.
11.
Oh, 13.
11 hits. Oh, 13, yeah, that's true. 13 hits.
7.
7.
Nine.
Okay, it has to make a save.
9, actually.
So, 9. 9. Ooh, 9. 14.
Strangling.
It fails.
Woo!
My crab
Oh,
apple.
again, just barely.
My crab apple's gonna tag this one.
Okay, roll the hit. 12,
16.
16. Perfect.
Come on, max damage. Strike that fucker down.
Lauren failed the save.
We'll
Well-
accept that.
12.
No, it's gonna fail.
Got it.
Yeah!
Yeah, it's down.
Another one bites the dust.
It is an alarmingly effective kill box.
Yeah,
It is.
it's really effective. Especially because every time they start to, like, you know, beat down the door, they miss. Like, every time. They basically cannot hit this fucking door.
It makes sense, they're all burning. It's hard
Yeah.
to focus when you're on fire.
True, true.
As if I know, I've
actually,
like I've
that
been on
guy's
fire.
It's canonical that you don't have eyebrows, right? It burnt off your
It's
eyebrows.
also canonical that I at-willed Mask of Many Faces eyebrows back on.
Short.
It's also canonical that creatures with true sight see you without eyebrows.
That is true.
Edward, it is your turn. You're gonna make your way down the ladder?
Mhm. How much
Okay, so-
movement would the ladder cost?
10.
10? Okay, so that's 20 feet of movement. 10 here.
You see these guys. They look kind of scary. Like they look scary. Okay,
Okay,
Edward.
free action. I have an
Free-
action. I'm just gonna
Yes, you're
catapult and try to, like, free action, just like throw a random object, or rock,
Yeah.
I don't know, here, and then catapult it so that it intersects with both.
Got it. They have to make a save.
Need to make a death
Dex.
save.
The first one
First one fails.
fails. How much damage does he take?
3d8.
Come on, 24. I'll
14.
take that.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, he takes that.
Yeah, Cole is
Alrighty.
gonna fly down the hatch and fly right over here. You know what? Fly right over here. But that's dash. Just out of range.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. It's their turn. This guy who's gonna make an attack on Moonzik.
No, no, no. No, 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 no.
Is it the wrong guy?
Yes.
Is it the wrong?
You're
Why do I
going to
keep
the
mixing
burning
them
horde.
up?
I think you've done that
I don't know why I
once
keep mixing
before.
them
I
up.
caught that too. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I keep mixing it up. Alright, so DC 10. That succeeds. He is still up. And this guy also needs to make a save.
They all need to make a save.
Yep.
You
DC
get a
10.
save.
And succeeds, so he's
Ooh.
still up. And this guy, he also succeeds.
God damn
He
it.
is still up. It's funny because the other guy, like the beefier guys are all dead, but these zombies, the regular zombies, not the beefy boys.
Vanilla zombie.
Alrighty. Brian.
I think we all know the warlock drill by now. It involves me moving my tentacle over to this guy, making a tentacle of the deep attack.
14 hits.
DC 10.
That's a,
He succeeds. He is still up.
And Eldritch blasting him until he stops moving.
Okay. Roll the hit. It just hit. Oh, it does hit. Excuse me. An 8 would just have hit. For 11.
DC 11.
Come on.
it,
He fails. He is dead too.
Crackling
Wait,
damage.
Excuse me. I
That
just
is the
put
wrong one, but I don't care.
it's the same.
We want the one by the door.
Yeah. Their body is starting to pile up by the door, making it harder
Yeah.
to get there.
Yeah,
The
actually.
flames roaring up.
Yeah.
Black bolts firing in.
It's
And a
terrifying.
truly horrific smell, to be honest.
Yeah, yep. It's crazy stuff. Moonzik.
I have that scroll of Gust of Wind.
You do.
I'm going.
Oh, you do.
I'm going to use it and like direct the Gust of Wind in that direction.
Okay. I need you to roll me an Arcana check.
Where is?
It's a DC 12, by the way.
No pressure.
Nope.
Motherfucker.
That does not fail. You try to use it, it does not work.
God damn it.
You just don't know how to activate this fucking thing. You're like, God damn it.
I feel so bad for Cameron. Like, we've all been doing stuff, and he's been getting, like, the dice just rolled on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm
True. Any movement?
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna run past Edward, and I'm gonna shove the fucking scroll into his chest and say, "You do it." This is your area of expertise,
I'm like,
not
it's
mine.
just two. We'll take them together.
Okay.
All right, you're doing the wind though. I'm not good at that.
He's gonna attack. Oof, they both hit, I assume? This is gonna be a hard one. Let's see.
I think only one hit.
6?
That's what she said. Fuck.
No, his AC is 16.
Yeah.
6?
Hoy.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, you are not not feeling good, are ya?
It's 10.
I think you're at 2, huh?
Yep.
That's not fun. It's not fun. Huh?
Is that Cameron's?
No, that's Anima.
No,
that's-
that's Anemo.
Oh,
Anemo's
That
at
one
2.
guy.
No, 3
should
now.
I help? Like, how can I shoot the zombie from up here?
You're up. No, it's
No.
underneath the other side and through
Oh,
the door. And
No, and we don't even know that he's in trouble.
like he did say earlier that he's got this.
Like,
And
realistically, we believe he's been kicking their shit in. As he normally does.
Ooh, that's actually scary. That's really scary.
And then they
Um,
never fucking missed our barbarian.
Hey, you know,
It's how it works.
is
it's a
Cameron
game.
and Quinn both got like?
Oh,
really
actually,
good
No,
defenses.
sorry,
The
horde
last
one. I
time-
forgot these.
Did another guy come up and hit me? A new guy?
No,
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 it's the
you
same
got
guy.
crit attack.
Hit again from the last time that I got attacked.
No,
Don't-
you got.
I was gonna.
You've gone, haven't you? Yeah, you go after Edward.
I'm fine since I got like half health, and I wouldn't have just attacked. Did I just attack because I'm got COVID? What the fuck is wrong with me? I was.
I guess.
Yeah, you did just
Fucker.
attack. You did just attack.
Are you
Um,
fucking kidding me? Oh my
what?
We'll say you're a
No,
little
no.
stoned from Perryton Heart.
You
No.
attacked and you hit.
That's
No,
ridiculous.
he didn't.
Actually,
Edward?
Yeah, he did.
Right
I
after
just
Edward.
looked.
Right after Edward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
actually,
he just did.
No, he didn't.
Right there. Right.
it's not on our thing,
No,
Emily.
he did not attack Emily.
There are no rolls. We skipped his
Okay,
turn.
then go ahead. Roll your turn now. Let's see if you can kill this guy. Then I don't know how we skipped you. And I didn't move guys yet either. So we'll have to make them.
Yep.
So yeah, just go ahead and roll your attacks. Would you have disengaged?
Sorry, can I proposition that I only take 5 damage from that?
Sure.
Thank you.
If you're gonna disengage, then I'll just say you can.
I'll
You can.
rage and disengage, because the whole point would be that I had raged before and therefore would not have
Okay.
taken that damage.
Okay, so you've raged, disengaged,
Make your movement.
or did you want to?
And I have movement speed, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, where can I go right now? Does anybody have any heals? Where's our...
They're all up on the second floor.
We're up on upstairs.
Ed, you're actually cut off from the healer.
Any
Yeah,
healer.
because of these.
There's like 2 zombies in the way.
Oh,
You just
Okay.
yell help.
Okay.
It's at like 1
One,
HP. He probably could have killed it.
5, 6.
Gonna wait till he takes
Yeah,
damage
but if he
from that
misses, he
thing.
No.
like, could die.
Yeah,
So
and it's not on
disengaging
it.
is probably better.
Yeah.
30 feet.
yeah, I got...
That's-
Thank you.
You're welcome. So these two, I know we already. They're going to run up here with reduced movement. But they're dashing, so
They only get up to us then.
yeah, exactly.
Oh. That's not good.
Okay.
That is not good at all.
You could also yell for backup.
That's what I...
We're on the same elevation as Brian and Winchester.
Yes.
We are. Okay.
It is, speaking of that, it is Windchime's turn.
Did I hear a Nemo?
Yeah, you heard a Nemo.
Can I go out of the room, like around here to the overhang and see him?
Let me just say we're here. 1, 2, 3, 6. 6 would put you here. You can. I would say you'd be able to open the door, basically, if you still wanted to have your action. But you'd be
Oh.
able to see them.
Okay. And so if I did healing word, it would work?
You
Yeah.
could be able to see a Nemo. Yeah.
I whisper a little prayer. Or how does it work? Oh, okay.
Okay. So 7. You get 7 hit points back there, Nemo. And let me... This is quite a bit. Hold on. It's going to be really slow what does this. Oh, come on, computer. I didn't mean to mark anything as paralyzed, by the way. I figured.
Yep.
Oh, that. Okay. Everybody's a little janky, but that's okay because we're all on the same, basically the same level, except for a name.
To Thunderwave or not to Thunderwave? I'm not gonna Thunderwave.
So,
Oh god.
healing word.
I could,
Are you doing
silence.
anything with? Are you doing anything with your bonus action, Windchime?
Healing Word is the bonus action.
Are you doing anything with your action?
Um,
You can fire a crossbow at these guys. You could.
without hitting them? My
You
friends?
could.
You don't target us, then yeah.
Okay.
You can make an attack with any spell you might
You just
have
tell them.
prepared.
You just tell them, duck. No, she can't. She could do a.
Where?
She
Cantrip.
could do her action. Her action. Her cantrip for her action.
Oh. Okay. I'll do,
Or you could use your crossbow. Either way.
I'm gonna use my crossbow. It's been good
Okay.
to me.
Okay, 13. 13 hits. Is it this one?
Yeah.
For 4.
Is it with
Nice.
the...
Yeah. I still have a couple left.
Okay.
Okay.
We don't have an active turn order on the tracker.
Yeah, I can't see it either.
Oh.
Is there any way to transfer that?
Do you guys trust me? I could just tell you.
Sure, why
But it's
not?
up for
you?
As long
it's
as you
up
don't.
for me. I don't.
As long as you don't
Yeah.
As
skip
long as you
anybody.
tell us who's next as well,
Okay,
so that we
so
can prepare our turns.
Windchime just finished. Edward,
Edward on
is
deck.
now. Yeah, well, Windchime just finished, so it's Edward's turn now, and Anemo is on deck.
Alright, huh. Now, do I Gust of Wind, or do I Thunder Wave? I don't want a Thunder Wave, but I'm not sure if I want a Gust of Wind. See, I'm stuck with a predicament. I'm gonna tell, is Moonsick next?
No, Anemo is.
Before the
Anemo.
zombies?
Anemo is next.
No, I mean,
The-
before the zombies. Does he take his turn before the zombies?
Yes. Wait, hold on. So, yes, he does take his turn before these zombies.
Alright, I'm gonna turn to Moonsick, I'm gonna say,
Wait,
We should
no, I'm
run.
so sorry. Right. Yes, sorry. Yes, after the zombies because these guys are after.
Yes.
okay, I'm gonna turn to Moonsick, I'm gonna say, we should run and barricade where Windchime and Brian are.
And leave Nemo.
Don't worry, I got this. Cole is gonna go down there, and he's going to take the help action against the zombie. And then I'm going to take a
Getting a little
Yeah, I'm gonna
closer,
take a
zombies.
disengage here, and I'm gonna tell Moon, make sure you shoot that zombie down there. And I'm gonna point down at the zombie that I can.
What? What zombie you're talking about?
The one chasing a name of,
I
right?
can't have any good angle
Oh.
on that.
Yes, you're right.
I mean, that zombie's gonna move up to a Nemo, you can hold an action to shoot him, right? And it helps so you get it.
Genuinely forgot that zombie existed. Thanks for reminding.
Hi.
And Abel's like, "You killed
I
me!"
fucking did.
6.
No, I'm throwing my bird in the way. Hopefully this could stall. If he makes the attack against the bird, that's okay. If not, you can fire at him with a held action.
He's actually the same.
Can I move through
Oh.
like wind chime with the last 5 foot of movement?
Sure. You can go right there.
Yeah.
Okay, end of your turn.
Okay.
Anemo.
Yes.
You're up.
Who's on deck?
The Horde. Then Brian.
No, the horde's on deck.
Excuse me, not the this guy is the not excuse me, not this guy. This guy is
It's the Horde.
this is
the
this
Horde.
The
is
Horde
this
is
is the
significantly smaller than I remember.
The horde is less
Yeah,
hordy.
these guys are after Anemo. This guy is after Moonsick, and so is these two after.
Okay, I have an idea. I just need to check something. Wait, where's the guy that I can? Is there anybody that I can attack right now? On my
This one
level?
here.
This guy, the guy who was chasing you. You could throw like a javelin at it if.
Oh, am I not close enough to?
To attack because you disengaged.
Can't make it there. That's unfortunate. I could have done something cool if I can make it right here.
You can.
I can just go back to where I came from and still be
You
able
can.
to attack.
Absolutely.
So, keeping my rage, go up and I lunge because that's what I can do because I ran 30.
And yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and
Multi-attack.
That
Yep.
chat.
What?
Now
No,
you're-
it's just one attack.
now
but
you're
it's advantage.
no. Now he's because he has raged.
Oh, he has multi-attack. Okay.
Yep.
I have multi attack because I'm raging?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Remember,
part
because
of-
you get your claws and your bite.
Yeah.
it's part of
But-
your
Hey,
specific brand of raging.
Yes. So let me
Brand
go ahead
of
and put
rage.
that on
Yeah.
there. Save. That's 8 plus your proficiency bonus is 2 plus your strength mod, which is 2. So a total of 12, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll.
So it fails, so you get to take a bonus bite action. So now you get 2 bites. You get 2 bites and 1 claw.
Doesn't the first hit also do advantage because Cole used?
Correct.
Only one of these hit.
Yeah.
That is so.
That's
One of them you have
enough, though.
advantage. Yeah, one of them you have advantage
one?
too.
Which one do I have advantage on? Claws?
The first one. I don't
Okay.
know.
Oh my god.
Fuck him up.
So I hit a claw and a bite.
All right.
Oh, and he's prone.
Okay.
Let's go.
Roll
And
the
he's
claw.
prone, so technically it's you have advantage. So it's just roll.
It's so bad. That's
So-
crazy.
I mean,
Uh,
they get. That's
Okay,
two
so-
repeated con saves, right?
yes. So that one is a 11. It passes. The other one
It's an
8.
8.
Sorry.
Where's? Oh my goodness. I'm blind right now.
But they both succeed. So he
goddamn.
is up at 1. He is up at 1 HP right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. It is now these guys' turn. They're going to make their saves. I want them to die. They're gonna die, actually.
They
I don't care. I don't care. They're
they
gonna
just
die.
do.
They just do.
They've been
They've
burning
been
for that
running
long.
for long enough that there's not enough flesh left of them to.
No, no,
Yeah,
turn into
basically.
skeletons. You got to use the skeleton step.
Oh.
Okay.
And then after they die, you turn them into specters. Duh.
Alright.
Son of a
This guy
bitch.
didn't die.
No,
He's
he
on
didn't.
one
He
health.
passed his save.
Both of his
His
saves.
both of his saves.
Twice.
Okay, I'm going to dismiss this guy because there's no way I can get him that entire 60 feet in time. Not to mention,
You can't see and all that. Yeah.
not to mention that 80 feet. So,
Okay.
Tentacle.
Could it shoot up through the floor, theoretically?
I can come here.
Yeah, pass through. You technically, it costs an additional 5 feet to go through your ally.
Oh, okay. And I can resummon as a bonus action, because I can do this a number of times equal to my proficiency bonus.
Where do you want it?
Tentacle right next to Moonzik, right here. And I will have it attack.
Okay. The one in front of hit?
Yep. That is
That
13, 4 damage, and its movement speed is reduced.
Yep.
And then on the same guy, I'm going to Eldritch Blast. As you see me
16 hits.
bring back my arm and throw another bolt of black energy at him.
Looks like it hurts.
Get away from my friends!
Okay, Moonzik, it is your turn. The horde is on deck, and then, I guess that's technically two enemies left, and then wind chime monsters.
Bonus action, I'm going to disengage, and then I'm actually going to dash and get through right there.
Okay.
Yep.
God damn
You
it, those
smell
dudes
the-
snuck up out of nowhere. I
Okay.
might need a little bit of help.
manage to sneak around us? Also, how did they get up the slippery slope?
They didn't.
Tiny
They
orc.
got up through the bell tower entrance somehow.
I thought that... Oh, whatever. We'll have to investigate that one a little more.
If you want to know I'll straight up tell you what they did for your
East
peace of
entrance,
mind.
isn't it?
No, do not tell us. We will investigate. If we can't figure it out, we can't figure it out.
Okay. This guy is going to attempt to chase, but he can only go half movement. And this guy is going to full movement to go up to you and make 2 unarmed attacks. 14 and 24.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Do they both hit? Or did only one hit? You, Brian.
My AC is 15.
Okay, so one hit.
So, one hits.
I need you to make a con save.
Saving throw. Oh,
And take 6 damage.
makes it.
Alright, cool.
Okay,
And
go
I take
ahead
6.
and take 6.
6 bludgeoning. That
Okay.
is.
Now it is this guy's turn. He is going to hit.
He's got to get up first.
Oh yeah, he gets up.
Half movement, though.
He gets up and attacks you. 23 hits. So 11 reduced down to 5, right? It's in your favor. So 5. It's always in the person.
It always rounds down
Being attacked,
unless
yeah.
it's specified.
So you take 5 damage. And make a constant. Oh, you already have it.
He's
So you're
diseased.
good.
He's not good, that's the point.
Okay. Wind chime.
We need to get Windchime to cure him.
It's your turn, Wind chime.
This guy.
Okay. That
Okay,
hits.
1
3 damage.
Plus 3, which does actually do it. So let me make a save. He did have 3 left, so
Okay.
luckily you're using those crossbows, and he does succeed, so he's back up at 1.
Won't help.
Anything else for your turn?
No.
Okay. Edward.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile. Now, I'm going to distribute the Magic Missile so that it's 1 on each zombie. 1 on you, right? 1 on you, and then 1 to the one next to a Nemo.
Can you see it?
You have to see it, because you
I
can't
have to
see
it,
that.
though.
Yeah, you
Cole
can't
is
see
there.
that zombie.
Cole is there.
Cold doesn't necessarily.
I'm not
count,
gonna.
though.
I'm not
Oh
gonna.
my god.
No.
Alright, I guess 1 on this one, 2 on this one. Because I can't see
Okay.
the other one then.
Alrighty, and roll your damage.
Max damage?
Min
Nope,
damage.
just min
Min
damage.
damage.
Alright, so this does 2, so 7, I guess. And then this takes 4.
It succeeds. And this one takes 4 damage. Okay. Anemo. Come on, my dude.
Oh wait, and Cole help
Do it.
action.
Okay.
This guy.
So go ahead, do one at a time because he is on 1 HP. So if you hit each one, I want to give it an opportunity to fail. So you have advantage on your first roll. So 21 hits.
Maybe
you can.
Maybe I get him that.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. Okay. There we go for 14. That's gonna be a rough.
That's a high DC.
That's
It
a
is
19
very high
he's gotta
speed.
make.
Yeah, there's a 90% chance he fails, which is pretty good.
Not necessarily.
And he fails. He is
He
dead.
fails, he is dead.
He did have a bonus of 3, so technically 90% is incorrect.
You're right, you're right. I didn't.
Okay.
Yep.
So he is dead. You are free to move or do whatever you want to fucking do. Do you want to chase up behind those guys?
Yeah.
Do you want me to move your character?
I would prefer that because my thing is really slow and it won't let me get it.
That's okay. I got you. Alright. Brian.
Appreciate you.
I do not like the fact that I'm getting attacked right now, but c'est la vie. My tentacle's gonna come up behind this guy and try and attack it from behind while it's focused on me.
Sure, I'll give it advantage.
Um,
I still haven't decided yet if I want to, like, have your tentacle do advantage, but I think we've been doing that, so I'm gonna go with it.
okay, so then I'll just roll 2d20 plus 5.
So it won't if you do it like
yeah,
that.
you're right.
Just roll like
I'll
2d20
just roll this,
add
and then
one
I'll roll a second d20.
Okay.
in case it crits.
Yeah, literally just in case it crits. And it doesn't.
No,
That's
it
not
doesn't.
crit.
So 5 damage.
Okay.
And then this guy I will focus my Eldritch Blast on.
Okay.
Right there. 13
Hits.
to hit, 7 damage.
DC 12.
So
12.
it's DC 12.
DC 12.
Oh!
That thing has rolled nothing but above 15.
It's my
You know what?
luck. It's my luck. I'm just saying.
I'll
Okay.
just
You know what, I'll
rely
just
on my
catapult him.
ultimate luck.
I'll just like throw catapult. There's no way he can survive like 3d8s.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
except
say
he'll
that.
just dex save out of the way.
He's got negative dex.
Or it's just mid
No,
damage.
he doesn't. He's
No.
not the zombies.
No, he's different.
He's
Oh.
the drowned.
Okay. Moonzik.
Ah, hell. I was gonna stand right over here and knock an arrow and shoot that motherfucker down.
Right in between.
Right in
All right,
between.
roll the hit.
Oh, good! God fucking damn
Does
it.
not hit.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, it's their turn. This guy is going to make an attack on you. You've been smacking it around. 2 unarmed strikes. 7 does not hit. And 8 does not hit.
Nice.
This guy, he's going to up. He's going to make an attack on you. Brian. 24 hits.
Ooh.
And 16.
Ooh.
Beats it. Or actually, no, I've got a 15, not a 16.
It just straight up beats it.
So it hits. So
Oh,
11
Beats it.
plus 4 for 15.
I'm dead. Or I'm
Okay,
dead.
you're unconscious.
Okay.
You're unconscious.
Oh no.
Okay.
My turn? Oh, wait, no. Winchester.
It is Windchime's turn.
Why am I
Okay.
frontlining?
Who's dying?
We're rolling death saves next time. It's
Okay, so I should,
stabilize
spare
with
the dying,
spare the
right?
dying. Yeah,
so I should do it.
I
Yeah.
would.
Yeah. Please!
definitely.
Don't let me die!
It's touch
You just
though.
bonus
Oh,
action.
yeah.
This is a
Healing word.
character!
While you're at it.
Yeah, you
Healing
can
word.
spare the dying with your action, and
By the way, I'd have survived if I hadn't opted into taking a deck save for the realism.
It's true. That would have been a. That is.
okay. So, are you going to?
Do
I
I
also
still
do
have to make
healing
that
word?
Constitution saving throw if I'm down?
Actually,
Only half
technically,
of-
yes. Technically, yes. And you technically have to do it twice because the first hit you were still alive for.
Meets it,
So
beats it.
that
Meets
one
it, beats
succeeds. Gotta make another one.
Oh god.
You got this.
Come on.
You're good.
That one
Fuck you,
succeeds.
Ron. I
Okay.
might be
Okay.
dead, but I'm not diseased.
Windchime, are you going to healing word?
Yeah.
Okay. Five healing.
Fuck yes, 5 health.
But you're up. You just like briefly have a moment before.
Momentary fainting spell.
Okay. Make sure you heal yourself.
I did.
You are alive. It's alive.
Okay. Edward.
Alright, I'm kind of conflicted because I don't know whether I should keep DPSing or if I should get Brian out of the way, but seeing as Brian went down, I'm not going to risk. First things first, Cole's movement is here and here, taking the help action on this guy.
On top
I'm
of
going
medical?
to...
That's
It's a flying creature, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a flying
Just so
creature.
that we
they
all
cannot
know.
have this encounter. Help action, I'm going to grapple Brian. Sure, she's going to opt to fail the save, right? And then I'm going to move her back here, along with me, as I drag her back into safety. Without
I
taking-
assume that you. I assume you opt out. Yeah. You opt to fail.
I'm out of... Yeah.
Okay. Anemo, it's your turn.
Holy fuck. No way.
Let's see. I can.
Where, can I go upstairs now?
yeah.
You
Mhm.
can get to here.
If you dash. I don't know why you went there.
Yeah.
Then let's go here, and I'll throw a jab. No, I don't know. Can I do that?
We haven't really.
Well, you
done
dash,
that.
so you can't do that if you dash, right?
You
Oh,
could,
true.
you could throw it if
I
you take
dash,
regular
yeah.
movement, though.
You could take regular movement and throw a
I'm
javelin, right?
dashing. I'm dashing.
Alright.
You know me, fast as fuck, boy.
I mean, you're gonna lose your
Fast as
rage.
fuck.
Yep.
Fuck. Is there a
Maybe not.
possibility that I could see somebody with a javelin when I get only only my regular movement speed?
Yeah, you'd be able to.
Then let's do that. Where would I be if you ever do it, right?
Yeah, it'd be right there.
Why do you keep?
I mean, the javelin's got 30 feet,
I don't know
120
which
feet.
one of us is moving.
That's okay. That's okay. I thought you didn't want to do it any. Yeah, you'd be able to.
I mean, it's a... What is it? 30, 120?
Okay, so 23 hits for 8 damage. I assume you're getting this guy.
Yeah.
Oops, I keep accidentally clicking the multi-attack. So for here, and
D13.
it fails.
Good.
Yes!
It is dead.
Oh.
Alright, last one. We can do this.
Come on, guys. Brian.
Alright. I'm gonna go. Woof! Did I faint? I hit
little.
really hard for a bunch of rotted corpses. And I'm going to, Tentacle of the Deeps, attack. 9
That
damage.
hits. For Eldritch Blast.
That looks like a 20, doesn't
A
it?
hit?
No.
It does.
It
No,
leaned
not
up
really.
20
It kind
for
of did for a second. It did for a second. For
Yeah,
6
it's
damage.
because our brains want it to be the 20, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay.
Just like how I want barbecue
Alrighty.
sauce and hot dogs.
Moonzik.
And I'm also gonna then hide in a corner. Because
Alright.
I'm scared.
Moonzik's going to charge out of that doorway, like, leaps up in the air and, like drives Ghost Eye into this motherfucker to try and bring it down. And I roll with advantage with,
Yeah.
with Cole.
Oh wait, wouldn't the Eldritch Tentacle have advantage? That's the first attack
Oh,
roll.
yeah, that works too. Either way.
Technically, the tentacle. It's fine. 17 hits.
I didn't roll with advantage. I chose not to use the helping.
As I drive this
If
thing
I
into
can.
its
Just the
chest,
next... you don't get a choice, it's the next
It's
roll.
okay. It's not a big deal.
6
It's fine.
damage.
Okay. Oops, I just healed it for 6. I'm so sorry.
And I'm
Alright.
gonna attack again with a regular. Oh wait, no.
Come on.
Sneak attack. I'll do sneak attack
Sneak attack.
first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still
Okay.
got your other dagger.
Yep, I still got the other dagger.
That hits.
Okay.
Come on, max damage.
Max damage?
Come on, 5.
No, not max damage. Alright,
Stay
roll its
down.
got its save.
It does not.
It does
Fucking
not.
hell.
21.
Oops. Excuse me.
Man, these zombies.
Alrighty.
I'm going
Wait,
to.
which
I
one's
can,
yours?
What
no,
zombies
I
You
can't,
can use
never mind.
guiding bolts?
It's its turn. It's gonna hit you
Yeah.
2 times.
Jesus.
21. 21 hits.
hits.
Do you have the uncanny dodge? Or is that later?
8 bludgeoning damage.
I'm still up.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, that is a shade of red that does not look good.
I do
You are
not.
still just up. Oh my god.
I do not have uncanny dodge.
Okay. Wind chime.
Wait,
You
Wind Chime
see-
has radiant damage, right? Sacred Flame.
Wind chime does have radiant damage. If she does hit with any sort of thing that has radiant damage, it does not have to make a save. It just
Yeah.
We have like Sacred Flame, we have Guiding Bolt, like...
Okay, I can hit
Those
it with
are
Sacred Flame.
Okay, it has to make a DC 12.
Come on, please.
And it's got negative dex, so...
I don't
This
think
is
this one does.
still not the regular
No.
zombie.
What
Okay.
the fuck?
It has a positive
You
dex.
have-
clearly.
You do have a bonus action. If you have anything.
Like with my mace?
No, that's not a bonus action, that's an action.
Oh. Can I do...
Healing word.
You can healing word if you wanted. On okay. I tell you what, this campaign healing word has been
Damn.
5.
Rolled min again? Come on.
Not great.
You know what? I'm just gonna second level catapult him. I don't care.
Second
You
level
know what? I'm gonna
catapult?
second level magic missile.
Okay. Second level magic missile.
You know what? First things first, Cole's gonna help, because of course he is. Do I do second level? I'm gonna second level catapult.
No!
Okay.
Do magic
Oh.
missile!
Okay,
It has
second
a
level
huge
magic missile.
dex.
Got it. That's my last spell slot. I got
Rechecks.
no more spell slots. So.
Okay, so we're going to do it this way.
4 max damage, please.
It doesn't matter anyway. It's on 1 HP. So
Yeah,
it needs
but
to make
I'm just
C.
trying to calculate DC.
It matters for its
Oh,
saves.
right, DC. That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
so it's three.
That's 12.
4 consecutive. Oh, it dies.
17. Dead.
It does.
There you go. It's dead.
It's dead. We did it.
Congratulations, guys.
Moonzig's just
I
gonna-
am so
Moonzig's just gonna, like,
and so
lean forward and just start stabbing this fucking thing over and over again out of rage.
you're not a barbarian.
He doesn't need to be.
Brian is
Congratulations.
Can we have a little
Go
bit
ahead.
of roleplay before our congratulations?
Sure.
Brian is going to walk over to Edward and be like, "That was the first real fight I've been in. I guess I fought the Parrington, but it didn't really fight me. If you get my meaning."
And the harpies.
Thank you for getting me out of there.
I mean, I really don't want to see any of us fall or succumb in our adventures. I know I told you what we do is not particularly the safest thing, but I really do think that but I do think it's good, right? So again,
Yeah.
I'm trying my best to keep as many of you guys as alive as I possibly can.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. I really appreciate it. And thank you to you too, Wincham. You definitely helped me out there with that healing. I assume that was you.
Yeah.
I-
You would
Thank you.
basically dead.
Meanwhile,
And-
Moonzig is still stabbing the corpse.
She's gonna come up to your to Moonzik. She's gonna put a hand on his back and be like, "Are you okay?"
I wish I could say I was, but... I think I was infected with whatever virus they're carrying. Or disease.
Oh no.
Do I notice there's anything wrong with me?
Roll a medicine check.
I have COVID.
You're pregnant.
COVID.
You've got something.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
you know.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Yes, you know that you are
I
also.
got it too.
Do you still have that ability to heal diseases, Wincham?
Yes, I have enough food to heal one person tonight.
One person.
It's okay. I can deal with it for tonight.
I could potentially help him with his wounds, his wounds that aren't infected as well. Keep him stable long enough to get that spell back
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I mean,
Now, can
that
we
would take an entire night.
can we take a nap? I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I think we should probably get some rest, but I don't think it's safe. Tell you what, I'll take a short rest, see if I can cast Enhance ability and possibly bolster his vitality just long enough for Windchime to be able to recover her energy back to heal him.
Windchime, actually, because of your nat 20 earlier, like last time, you're pretty well versed with Blue Rot. You know that the effects don't happen immediately, and that they're not at risk for like serious harm until 24 hours after. However, you do know that the effects of the disease start somewhere between 1 to 4.
Okay.
That's why we rolled that d4. I mean, what?
What?
I will heal Moonsick. Here, and then we will take care of Anemo and make sure he's comfortable.
Yep. As soon as I'm healed of the disease, I'm gonna run over to Anemo and get them to, a more comfortable position. I'm actually gonna bring him into this room here and lay him down on the cot. That's what I'm gonna do. And then look at his wounds.
Oh my god! Can I just say, I just love how all of these guys. Can we put another?
Oh yeah, we have a body pile in the front entrance.
In total, you guys defeated 23 enemies with literally hundreds in total.
Not to
each
mention
one-
the extra health they get from like the undead resilience.
Yes, I mean literally hundreds. Probably each of the assassins have 45 hit points.
Oh.
Each of the
Zombies had about 22, 23.
let me see. Let me actually pull it up here for you.
That's what I was trying.
Yeah.
That's what I calculated in my head.
Yeah, so the zombies have, as soon as it loads, zombies are, character sheet is being really slow right now. Zombies have 22 hit.
Ooh,
22.
my math.
The blades, the blades had 30. The drowned ascetics have 45, and the drowned assassins have 40.
And Slippy has infinite health. Don't forget Slippy.
He will live on forever in our hearts.
When I say you guys
No,
literally
he'll live on
got
forever in
hundreds
Moonsick's
and
nightmare.
hundreds of HP, I mean, you guys did amazing. So amazing, in fact, congratulations.
We leveled up.
You are now leveled up.
Yes, level 4.
We will talk next session about what happened to level up and like what goes on, etc., etc. It is very late. Thank you guys for staying out so far past the time. Additionally, thank you so much for saying when everybody feels like garbage and has fucking COVID. Like, thank you.
Take care of
COVID's and
yourselves.
sunburns.
Isolate.
Drink water.
Feel better.
Before I go. Like,
Drink water.
What'd you say,
Care a lot
Quinn?
about you.
I can't hear what you're saying.
forget about it for now. Forget about it for now.
Alright.
Okay. If in the next week between now and next session, I would like to have like a quick conversation with each one of you about what your plans are with the level up, because it's a big level up. It's your ASI. And also how we're feeling. So please, at some point within the next week, we'll have to get together to to talk individually.
You got it.
Alcohol solves every problem.
That, no. Anyway.
I think that's the lesson we've taken away.
All right. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming out to watch us tonight. For those of you on YouTube, I'm going to start putting the link to my Twitch channel in the description for each video now, so that should be down below. But otherwise, if you want to type that in yourself, it is twitch.tv/frigidhyperion. And if you want to catch us live, we'll be there every Monday at 5 Central, 6 Eastern. And we'll go for a few hours. And it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of special stuff you get to see that's not in recording. You get to listen to us be a bunch of fucking idiots. So check us out sometime. You all have a lovely day. Bye-bye now.